What is up, guys? I got some major, big, huge news. I was really excited. I checked my sub box this morning, and Tmartn uploaded the trailer. It is great. You just have to know about it. So here you go.
Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Tmartn here, and we have our first Call of Duty Ghosts trailer preview reveal type thing, and I'm laughing because it's a little bit weird. It wasn't really what we were expecting, but here it is, guys. I promised you I'd stay on top of it. Check it out.
There are those who wear masks to hide. And those who wear masks to show us what they stand for. To inspire. To unite. To defy. To strike fear in the hearts of their enemies. And hope in the hearts of their followers. There are those who wear masks to protect themselves. And there are those who wear masks to protect us all.
Alright, so there you guys have it. As I said, it was a little bit weird, something a little bit different that we really haven't seen before. At the end here, you can say it says, see it live at the new generation Xbox reveal 5/21/13. So obviously this game is going to be on the next gen consoles. That's an absolute fact now. And I don't know, unfortunately it didn't have any gameplay. Maybe we'll get another gameplay trailer between now and that Xbox reveal, but somehow I doubt it. I think we're going to have to wait until the middle of May before we get to see this game in action. So there you guys have it. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Check out one of the other two videos on screen. Peace out.
I made a huge mistake. My mistake was I was wearing clean underwear when Tmartn finally uploaded the official Call of Duty Ghost reveal trailer. And I came really fucking hard in my clean pants and underwear. So, I don't know. I mean, I put in a lot of hard work. I had to go to his page. I had to copy and paste the URL. I had to go to KEEPVID. I had to download it, and I had to re-import it. And then, I mean, I understand what the game developers go through in order to make these games that you buy. And this is a lot of hard work, but my fans have come to expect that when Tmartn re-uploads the trailer, that I re-upload his re-upload. So, I mean, countless minutes were spent on this video, and a lot of hard work. I think a like and a favorite is mandatory. I'm not even asking, I'm telling at this point. I mean, look at all this stuff I gotta do. But, for the fans, because I love the money this game, I love the game. Like and favorite. And here it is, Tmartn's reveal of the Call of Duty Ghost official gameplay trailer. Bam.
What's going on, guys? Tmartn here, and I'm super excited to bring you guys the official gameplay reveal trailer for Call of Duty Ghosts. So this is Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay being played on the new Xbox One, and it's about a 2-minute trailer. Now I'm going to be uploading another video with a behind-the-scenes talk about the game with some of the developers talking about new features and new additions to the game, so make sure to check that out on my channel, all annotated on screen. But anyway, here's the trailer. Enjoy.
It's been 10 years. You start to forget the things you should remember. And you can't stop remembering the things you should forget. We've always had the power. Not anymore. have is each other. We're ghosts, fighting for something that can't be killed. Soldiers stand against their enemies, but ghosts haunt them.
All right, so that was just absolutely incredible, and I honestly cannot wait for this game. So thank you all for watching. Check out one of the other 2 Ghost videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet, and make sure you subscribe because I got a bunch of great Call of Duty Ghost content coming soon. Thanks, guys. See you later.
What's up, guys? Before we get into the video, there is an awesome website. It's called OnePlay, and it's a place that you can get your PC games for deals. I'm going to put a link in the description down below. You can actually go there if you wanted to order Call of Duty Ghost for PC. You can actually click that and save about $7. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Wanted to show you that. Super fast mode on to the video. Bam! Only use me Blade. What's up, guys? Only use me Blade, and the little thing at the beginning, I just thought that was cool. You can go and you can pre-order Ghost or Watch Dogs or anything and save a couple bucks. It's a win-win situation. Bam. Am I getting Call of Duty Ghost? Of course I am. Am I getting Grand Theft Auto 5? Of course I am. You know why? Because I love those games. I love those series. They've got me hooked. Call of Duty would have to really, really, really go bad in order for me to be like, you know, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. That's just me personally. If you're tired of the series, that's cool. That's cool. I don't work for Activision. I don't work for Rockstar. I just happen to be a fan of their games. That's it. And with that being said, I just want to let you guys know about a little thing that's happening, which I think is pretty cool. And this is more like I've wanted to tell you guys, my friends, my viewers, I feel like a connection with you. I wanted to tell you guys that Activision has finally given me the respect. I don't know if it's respect. I don't know how I pulled this off. I don't know what person in the Illuminati spoke on my behalf. But basically, Activision has invited me to the Call of Duty Ghost trailer. Not trailer. Call of Duty multiplayer reveal. And they are buying a plane ticket and paying for my hotel. And I'm going. And I'm Tmartn, super excited. I get to go to the event, see I love these events because you get to see a lot of cool YouTubers that I may talk to. Like I'm good friends with Hex and Woody and Tmartn and all these guys. And it's awesome to actually finally get to meet them. Like I've met them before, but like to meet them, you know, every once in a while. So I'm excited about that. And also the thing that I was telling you before about me doing I don't work for Activision. I don't work for Rockstar. I don't work for any video game company. I'm just a dude here on YouTube just making videos of games that I enjoy playing and sharing it with you. So, a lot of people ask me my opinion. What is your opinion on Call of Duty Ghosts? I don't know. I haven't played it. What I'm going to do, though, is when I go there, I'm going to bring a janitor outfit. And I'm going to pretend like I'm a janitor so that and then I'm going to hide in a garbage can. And then, as they shut everything down, I'm going to play on the big screen by myself. I'm just going to do, an RTC for my own mind on how to play the game. And I'm going to report back to you.
it's really weird because a lot of people want to know, you know, oh, ow, buddy. So some people may see that and just get pissed off at this. Whoop! They may get pissed off at this. But can I offer a positive solution? If that person was using an SMG and assault rifle, he would have killed me as well. So, you know, why are we mad? Why are we angry? I don't like them. I hate them. I hate getting. And the thing is, people, you know, I say this before. I hate getting knifed, but it's just like, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I don't care. I don't like getting killed in Call of Duty. So there, bam. It just allows me to get my frustrations and angers out. So the reason why I brought the fact up that I am not an employee of Activision is the fact that I'm going to go there, but if I play it, I'm going to be honest. I'm just be like, I don't think this is going to be good. But if I play it and think it's going to be great, it might be. One thing that always is an issue, right? Every year, they always have these YouTubers. I think it's pretty cool that I get to be one of those guys that go out and they get to, like, get hands-on experience with the game, right? But the thing is that they play it on a LAN, like a local area network, okay? And the reason why I bring that up is because Call of Duty, an online Call of Duty experience with randoms is completely different than a LAN match between, you know, a bunch of YouTubers. It's completely different. You may be able to get the fundamentals of the game down or whatever, but it's completely oddball different. And that's, you know, so I don't really think that's a very good indication of how the game is going to play. I was going to speed this up, but then I decided I wanted to show you this. I thought this was absolutely ridiculous, not me picking my classes. But he throws the C4 sandwich, and he gets one, and then he holds. He decides he didn't want to get that guy. Maybe that guy had flak jacket. Everything has a counter, but I don't want to be countering all the time. That's my complaint about things. I don't want to be countering everything all the time. There's so many different things to worry about. And I think, do you think Call of Duties have become too complicated? Or do you think that that's just natural for the evolution? Catch that tomahawk. And what are you doing on top of that car? Sit down, buddy. So, yeah, do you think it's Call of Duty's become too complicated? Or do you think that's just the natural progression of a game? Are you excited for Ghost? Or do you feel that it's not going to be good? That's kind of a silly question because you haven't played it yet. And when I get my hands on it, I will definitely let you know my thoughts, my feelings on it. And I'm, you know, in the meantime, can't wait to play some Grand Theft Auto 5. It's good times, guys. Good effing times. So I'm going to leave you with this final kill cam. Nothing impressive. Nice little stab actions in the Search and Destroys in the Black Ops 2. Tmartn is super excited for Ghost. Really excited for Grand Theft Auto 5. I love you. Peace and Bud Grace.
Never gonna get it. Never ever gonna get it. No, not this time.
It's 2013, pimpin'? Why? I never advocated nuke boosting, but like, come on. It's 2013. Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghost is about to be out, and you're still back there doing that. Nuke boosting on Underpass? Really? Come on, man. And why was there no Moab boosting? Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't understand the psyche of someone who needs to nuke boost for what. I don't get it. But that was a kind of an enjoyable thing. Was finding people in the grass, unzipping their pants, and you know what I wish I could do? I wish that I think that a condom wrap dick slap would be appropriate. And what I mean by that is like I want to dick slap him across the face, but like I'm not an animal, okay? I'm not some gross human being with no feelings. So like I think if I were to dick slap that person, I'd probably just have a condom on. I'm thinking about just having a condom on at all times, so that if a dick slapping needs to happen, it's clean, you know? You can't really be mad. If you got... Okay, So let me give you. Here's the options. Let's say you had to be dick slapped, like you were just doing something that deserved dick slappage. All right. Would you rather get dick slapped raw dog, or would you rather get dick slapped with someone who had the common courtesy and decency to put a condom on? I think you go with the condom. So, and if you're not, you're an animal. So, just trying to be better. That's all. I'm just trying to be clean. And that's good of both worlds. You know what I mean? That's good. What the fuck? Don't know why I went on that rant. But anyways, if you want tips and tricks on how to be good at Call of Duty Ghost, I'm going to give you a couple right now. This is the insider info right here. Here's how it works. When the game comes out, buy it, put it in your game system, and play it. Watch the kill cam, see what people are using, experiment with perks, and I guarantee you by the end of the weekend, you will know the game, and you will have fun with it, and that's how you get better at Call of Duty. You're not going to get better at Call of Duty by watching some guy on YouTube who hasn't played the game and give you tips. I haven't played the game. The reason why I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 is I wanted to play Infinity Ward game to kind of get used to the similarity. Because Ghost, well, I'm assuming Ghost is going to be more similar to Modern Warfare 3 than it is going to be to Black Ops 2. See what I'm saying? So, sit down. So, there's my tips. There's my tricks. Also, you may be going, but why don't you play Modern Warfare 3? I didn't really care for Modern Warfare 3. I thought Modern Warfare 3 was not a fun game. And part of it was because I wasn't really good at it. And that may be because there was weapon balance, or it could have just been a bad game. I don't know. It's tough to say when a game is bad and when you're not good at it. That's a real tough thing. Like what most of the time, if you do really, really well in a game, you're gonna be like, this game's great. Yeah, it's great because you like it. So I have a tough time saying if Modern Warfare Trace was a good. Actually, no, it's a bad game. I think it is a bad game. I've never heard anybody be like, this was great. Like, it's just, well, whatever, you know. They tried to make Modern Warfare 2.1, but it didn't quite work. Think about that. Everyone was always saying, hey, listen, if we took Modern Warfare 2 and we took out the commando and we took out the noob tubes, then it'd be great, right? And then they did that, and sort of, and then added some weird things, and it just wasn't, and I don't know. So, there you go. So I decided to come back and play some Modern Warfare 2, played it for a little bit, and one thing that I did experience was this awesome clutch, so I'm just going to let you listen to the game sound.
It's all up to you now. We're counting on you. UAV recon ready for deployment. UAV online. Time's almost up! We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Get ready.
So you thought that I was going to show you a clutch, and I think that one thing that the competitive scene has over the pub stomping scene, I guess you should say, is that when you're watching a game, you don't know what's actually going to happen. I kind of just did that with you. You thought that I was going to clutch it, but I didn't, and it was kind of exciting to see how it played out. And so that's one thing that the competitive scene has on the pro scene. I will admit that. I watched this video of like these competitive people playing against Hastro's team, and they were talking hella shit. And I'm all for some good shit talking, but like they just look like dumpster baby rejects, you know? And my hat's off to Hastro, because I probably would have got up and... Let me know in the comments, do you think that those guys deserve a condom dick slap or a raw dog dick slap? Let me know. Because those guys are acting like fucking fags. Like, those are really just punks. And I know they wouldn't act like that in the real. And then also, the one dude, I feel bad for the one dude, because the one dude, he's famous for showing his ass crack during the stream. That's what you're known for the rest of your life, is showing your ass crack during a MLG event. So it's nothing but downhill from there. I'm not talking shit to him. I'm just saying how it is. Those guys are fucking losers. And my hat's off to Hastro for not stooping down to his level, because I probably would have hit him. So that's just me. I don't know. Drum alert. Fruit kicks. Video on the left is me talking about going to multiplayer reveal. Video on the right is me talking about collegiate athletes being paid. My second channel, my main channel, my Twitter, my Facebook, all that good stuff. I love you guys. Thumbs up favorites are appreciated. Peace and butt grease.
Call of Duty Ghost. I know that your sub boxes have probably been spammed, but this is Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer, knife-only action, actually played by ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Bam! So I didn't know that there was going to be so many people that got the luxury and opportunity to record. So initially I was going to go down there and do some shooting, but I figured that your sub boxes have gotten spammed with nothing but just the normal Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer footage. And that's cool. You get to see the game, what's kind of going on. But I decided just to do knifing because that's what I'm good at. And kind of share it with you. I have some limitations on how much I can upload. And so I just took some streaks and some clips. And also, I had an insanely ham game that will never be seen. And I'll explain that to you kind of in a minute. So my first initial... So just so you know what we had to work with, we were working with a Xbox One version with limited things that you could do, i.e. there wasn't, things weren't unlocked, there wasn't, there was no aim assist, which was actually really good. One thing that you have to know is that when we were playing, there was like a combination of commentators and pro players. So like when I was playing at the tables where you can do the recording, we were playing against nothing but good people. So that kind of made it, you know me, I like to knife noobs, and it's kind of hard to knife noobs when everyone's either a commentator or a pro player. Sit down. The knifing. So a lot of people want to know about the knifing. Rumor has it that there will be a tack knife, which is good. There's not a ballistic knife. Ballistic knife is more of a Treyarch situation. There will be a tack knife. And also, the knifing animation is cool and all, but it's kind of annoying for the simple fact, like, let's see. When you go up to somebody, a lot of times you grab them and knife them. There's not like this blind swinging. Knifing is not going to be OP at all in this game. Later on, I actually included some footage of me attempting to knife somebody, and I was relatively close and it didn't connect. It's hard to say how the game will play based off of my experience with this. This right here is... there's not a nuke. It's called the Odin Strike, and pretty much what happens is in certain game types, when you kill the top player, you get field orders. If you follow the field orders, they give you a care package. If you call the care package in and get it, it's like a little mini nuke or whatever. It's pretty cool. I like it. It seems a little weird to add something that kills everybody. Sit down. Something that kills everybody from doing something fairly simple. And get pushed off. So a lot of this is just kind of showing you that. Let me kind of tell you about two things that made me sad from this, right? I'm not going to say her name, but there was... Oh, that's right there. That kind of shows you that the range isn't crazy. And this is obviously, we're playing, next to each other, so the connection isn't really an issue. Get off me, boy. So, two things that made me sad. So, I was sitting there, and one of the computers was having technical issues. And so, the tech guy comes up to this girl who's trying to sit down and play and record, and goes, hey, this computer's kind of out of commission. You can still play the game, and then once this game's over, we'll switch people out, and I'll get you on a computer that can record. But for this game right here, you won't be able to record, but you can still enjoy and play the game. And you know what she said? She's like, nah, I'm good. And she got up and left. And I'm thinking, like, I understand that you want to be able to, if you have the opportunity, you want to be able to record your footage, obviously, and share it with your people on YouTube. But at the same time, I'm just like... If you're here, you know how many people would kill to be in your position to play this game early? You know how many people would love to play Call of Duty early? And you are just, and you're like, nah, I'm cool. If I can't record, I don't want to play it. That's insane to me. Also, I had after near the end of the day, a lot of the pro guys and commentator guys had left, but I was still there, still trying to play because I'm kind of a Call of Duty junkie. And as I was there, I ended up playing against a bunch of people from the press. And those guys suck. Those guys were horrible. I went on a 20 kill streak. I got the Maniac Juggernaut kill suit thing, which is awesome. I'm definitely going to run that every time I play it when the game comes out. And I was super pumped, like insanely excited. And I was not only excited because I wanted to upload it, but I was more excited for the ability to rewatch that, because for those 5 minutes of when I was playing, I was so in the zone, and it's an outer body of experience that, like, going that ham in a video game, I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's like it only happens every so often. And I wasn't even mad that I can't. I'm mad that I can't upload it to you guys, but I'm also mad that I don't get to relive that. And so I'm trying different things. I'm trying to see if they can somehow retrieve it. I don't know, but I think it's gone forever. I'm sure there's gonna be more Call of Duty Ghost ham moments, but like it was just a perfect situation. Playing against noobs, playing on a good connection, went absolutely insanely ham. Got that. The Maniac knife streak thing is awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like a jug suit with 300% health. You're faster and you knife only, so it's like a perk made for me. If you guys have seen this Wondershare, when we recorded, a lot of times they record in different formats, so I had to convert it and they put a watermark on it, so I apologize for that. Sit down. So that is my Call of Duty Ghost actual online footage. When Ghost comes out, definitely check it out. I'm only played. I only knife people when I stab them. I love you guys. If you guys can like the video, that'd be sweet. Peace and butt grease. Get over here, buddy. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.
Care package waiting for your mark. SATCOM uplink enabled. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Ranked. We're winning this fight. SATCOM ready. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Guard dog ready. Friendly SATCOM active. Mission accomplished. A good day's work.
So, this is Scott's dog. Dogs are awesome, right? Well, Soiled Britches has a pretty amazing clip you should check out. You want to watch it, dog? Well, that was messed up and weird. I love it. If you like messed up and weird comedies like myself, then definitely check out Soiled Britches. A link will be right there. I have to say thank you for sponsoring this video, YouTube buddy. And click there to subscribe. Check them out. They're Soiled Britches. That video was Satanic Puppies. Now, thank you. On to my video. Now, I don't know. I record my gameplay footage just all the time. I use an Elgato, And it's really cool because it allows me to, it's always recording, and then if I get a game or something I want to use, I can just kind of TiVo it and go back and check it and save it. I joined somebody message. I was in your game. Awesome. That's now you're on my channel. Bam. And now I jump into this game and I see that there's a bunch of riot shielders. I hate. If you want to get together with your friends and riot shield, I'm not going to be able to stop you. No one's going to be able to stop you, but it's annoying. You know it's annoying, but maybe that's the purpose. Maybe that's the whole purpose of it, is to annoy people. But when I see him, I just drop everything I'm doing and just, mission directive is murder everyone. Sit down. Fuck you. The beautiful thing about people that use riot shields in that fashion, they're not typically the smartest of players, so I know that guy's waiting for me. Sit down. And then you little Ninja Turtle ass bitch! Sit down, you too. Now, let's talk about theater mode. Let's actually go into theater mode for some interesting perspective on stuff. Oh, hey, you got outsmarted? You got outsmarted there, buddy? You got outsmarted? All right, sit down. Any little Ninja Turtle ass bitch, get taken down. There you go. That's me utilizing theater mode. Now, I've heard from a lot of different people. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen in Call of Duty Ghosts? Call of Duty Ghosts could be completely different than what we're used to, whatever. I don't know. But a lot of people are saying that there's not going to be any theater mode. Now, I say this is a good thing. Now, before you get all mad at me and say, oh, my favorite YouTuber likes to go into theater mode and make videos like that, I'm sorry, okay? I'm just talking about whenever there's something in a game in Call of Duty, I think they have to look at it and say, okay, if we take this out, if we tweak this, or we add this, there's going to be some people that don't like it, and there's going to be some people that love it. You're going to be loved and hated. You can't make a perfect decision. But I think that it's a good idea if they make a decision based off 99% of people would benefit from this. There's going to be that 1% crowd that doesn't like it. And I think that's the situation with theater mode. Theater mode is good if you don't record games live, and also if you're trying to make some extracurricular type video activity. It's hard to say. But like super fast mode, theater mode's good for like maybe seeing how the hell you died, and for a select group of YouTube gamer commentator people that want to like go from a different angle. But everyone is affected by theater mode. Think about this. When did the connection go to shit in Call of Duty? Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 is when they introduced theater mode. Why? Now, if you guys say, well, theater mode has nothing to do with connection. What? No. I disagree with you. Theater mode has a lot to do with connection. In Modern Warfare 3, you had the option to turn theater mode off. Why would you have that option if it wasn't a connection-based issue? What do you want? Do you want like Call of Duty privacy? I wanted to know why. Because I ran by that car, it just randomly blew up. I didn't know if there was like a Jeep recall or something, so I wanted to find out. So I went into theater mode and checked that out. But like, if I had to give up the ability to go into theater mode to see why I died in a really, really rare circumstance, or to like watch a ninja defuse or something like that, then I will totally give that up if it means that connections are better in Call of Duty. That's just my personal opinion. Would you be upset if they got rid of theater mode? Are you happy they get rid of theater mode? Are they getting rid of theater mode? Is this commentary full of bullshit? Does Blade not know what he's talking about? Do I rate this 5 stars or give it thumbs up? I don't know. ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Let me know in the comments what you guys, what your opinion on the matter is, and I'm out. Guys, ONLYUSemeBLADE, search and destroy on the Black Ops 2. Search and destroy, if you guys have been following my channel for the longest, know this is my go-to game type. It's a game type that allows me to be a sneaky ninja. And Call of Duty is all about craziness, and Search and Destroy kind of equalizes that craziness. I did not get Call of Duty Ghost early this year, and I didn't want to spend an exuberant amount of money to get something a little bit early. Like if I would have, paid $20 to get it early, that would have been one thing. But so I don't have it early, but a lot of my friends have the game early, and they are currently playing it. And one of the things that they mentioned is that the game type Search and Destroy is no longer in the game. It is in private match, but it's not on the public servers. And also there is a game type called Search and Rescue. Now what Search and Rescue is, it's kind of like a mix between Kill Confirmed and Search and Destroy. So instead of just, if you kill them, once your tag's confirmed, then you're dead. But if you can be revived by someone, one of your teammates reviving, picking up your tags. So it's a good mixture of kill, confirm, and search and destroy, which is awesome because those are the 2 game modes that I play when I played Black Ops 2, and I think it's awesome. So now you may be going, well, why did they take out search and destroy? I don't know. I don't get that. I think that Call of Duty, for the most part, has gotten too complicated. It's just gotten too intense and too complicated. And one of the reasons why I like Search and Destroy is because it simplifies things. I loved Call of Duty 4 because everything was simplified. Everything was pretty basic. And not saying that the innovations that they've come up with over the years haven't been a good thing. You know, they might have been really, really positive things. Stuff like Specialist Bonus. You know, stuff like the ability to kind of choose which perks you want, not necessarily within each class, you know, kind of like with the Pick 10 system. All these things are great, but at the same time, I miss the days of Call of Duty when it was very, very simple and everything was like to its core. And that's why I play Search and Destroy. Now, maybe when the game actually is official and it's released to everyone, not just the people that got it early, I think that they might introduce a patch that's going to actually bring Search and Destroy into the public playlist. Who knows? Why take that out? First off, you got to realize that the Search and Destroy community is huge within the Call of Duty community. Not everyone plays Search and Destroy. I get that. But the people that do play Search and Destroy are extremely passionate about it. Now, here's the thing. So it used to be a lot of people, all they did was just play Team Deathmatch, right? Like Team Deathmatch, that was the top of the list of shit that you play. And then over time, Team Deathmatch and Free-For-All kind of got killed in Black Ops 2 because of the way the point systems worked out. It was extremely slow, and it was kind of a dead game type. But there's still people that like to play Team Deathmatch. A lot of people that like to play Team Deathmatch migrated over to the kill confirmed aspect of the game. And that's totally cool. It's not going to affect me because I love playing Kill Confirmed. And Kill Confirmed to me is like a better version of Team Deathmatch because I knife. But that's me being selfish, and for my game type, that's what helps. But what about, it's going to completely change the way that Search and Destroy. If we only have Search and Rescue, we don't have Search and Destroy. Even though I'm going to do just fine in that game type, and I'm sure a lot of people are going, we're not going to like die if we don't have Search and Destroy. And we'll make do, and we'll adjust, and we'll figure life out. You know what I mean? We're not going to like slit our wrists just because there's no Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. But I think that's a real big mistake to take that game type out of it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that everyone will just kind of migrate over? This is sexy. Watch this. This whole round's nuts. The nice little ace. You, ballistic knife you, and then come here, get in my kill feed. And then as you can see right here, I get a UAV, and I immediately call it. And the reason why I immediately call it is because I know we're going to win this round. I know when you start around that beast and that insane, and there's an AFK guy, catch my tomahawk, bitch. I know when I have a good start like that, I'm just going to just wipe out the whole team. Might as well get that UAV up in the air. Go ahead and get that counter UAV up. And you bitch, sit down. Nice 13-3 on the Search and Destroy. Let me know in a comment below, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing they're getting rid of Search and Destroy? Do you think that they're going to have it on day one? Do you think that Search and Rescue is going to just be the new Search and Destroy? Let me know. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Call of Duty Ghosts. What's up, guys? I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I am the person that only knifes people when he stabs him. A Call of Duty YouTube commentator. Bam, in your throat. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. And this is my first Call of Duty Ghost public upload reveal. And I'm not going to complain about the game. The game's too new to even form an opinion. I'll wait till later on. But there's some red flags like that. Yeah. That's me starting a free-for-all, not in the middle of the game. The game literally just started from the get-go. I don't know. I don't want to complain. The reason why I always end up going to search into super fast mode, the reason why I always go to search and destroy is because for some reasons, like the whole concept of spawning in these Call of Duty games, sometimes it's just wacky. So, and especially in like the free-for-all Infinity Ward stuff. But whatever. I want to continue to play this game, kind of max it out and get a flow for it. And I was really hating it. But there's a little thing called the Maniac Jumpsuit, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to focus on that positive, yo. The Maniac Jumpsuit, right? So what it is a 10-point streak. And I found, actually, that if you use SitRep, and not like SitRep Pro from Modern Warfare 3, but actually a thing called SitRep, which allows you to see all the SATCOMs littered all over the place. If you take those little boogers out, that's part of the point system. So, bam. Now, the way that the Maniac Jumpsuit works is this. Once you get 10 points, you have to throw down a care package. Sit down, buddy. You throw down a care package and you get it. And you have insane health, insane speed. You only have a combat knife and a throwing knife, which is just fine for me. That's all I really need. Even though I am using the tack knife. Oh, okay. So right here. You may be thinking, Blade, what are you doing? You're ruining my dreams. You're a rusher. You rush all the time. Why are you camping for that one kill? I'm not. I tell you, I'm not. You're a liar. What is going on is I use the perks Amplify and Dead Silence. Okay, in this little setup right here, I'm going to tell you the perks real quick, okay? I use Dead Silence to Amplify, the Agility, and the Marathon. Now, the Marathon's awesome because it's run forever. Now, and then I used to use SitRep. Then I use a throwing knife and then a tack knife. The tack knife I like a lot. Oh my god, the Maniac! Let's get it going! He's a Maniac! Maniac! Oh my god! I'm just getting excited. I'm sorry. I got a little excited because I was just pumped. When I was in LA and I played this game early, I got the Maniac Jumpsuit. I was pumped and I wanted to bring it to you guys. And I've already experienced this. And I'm probably going to experience it a lot more. But now I get to bring it to you. Bam! Let's go! So as you can see, you kind of get like this little visor effect. And he's like, oh, that dude? You don't have a chance, buddy. Come here. Get the fuck off me. Fuck you. All right, so now we're just basically, when you get the Maniac suit, all rules go out the window. You literally just rush your ass off and try to find people. Now, I think that a Maniac in like Cranked or Kill Confirmed or something like that would be awesome. Maniac in Search and Destroy would be just sit the fuck down. Oh, look at that. I got a new field order. Get 6 melee attacks. I got the Maniac. Let's go. Let's do this. I love it. Sorry that I'm all pumped up, guys, man, but like, honestly, the Maniac kill streak kind of saved. So what are you doing over there, buddy? And then give me that. Come here. All right. The Maniac kill streak kind of saved it for me because it gives me something to work for. Why'd you put water in the game? It kind of gives me something to look forward to and a reason to put my streaks together. Because I got the UAV or the SATCOM, I'm sorry. Nothing else until the Maniac thing. But once you get the Maniac, I'm going ham. I had 0 kills before I started the streak, and by the end of this, I will be at 20, the big 2-0. So, Call of Duty Ghosts, day 1, ONLYUSeBLADE gets that 20 knife kill streak. Oh my god, he must be so good. Nope. That Maniac kill streak is insane. Would I say overpowered? No. And the reason why I don't say overpowered is because you got to get 10 knife kills before you get it. But if you were like a normal person and not whack, get the fuck off me! If you were a normal person and not like wacky in the head, you could probably use guns to get that Maniac kill streak and then go on this tear. So maybe that might be a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a problem. But let's talk about some like my first reactions to this game. Like, and I don't want to be negative, but my first reactions to this game is that it was made for dumpster babies. Like, it really was. I was just not. I don't know, but I know I'm knife only, so I have a skewed opinion of things. Like, I really loved Black Ops 2, and then for some reason, a lot of people didn't like Black Ops 2, but whatever. My opinion on it is that they need to, like, I don't think they're going to, but I think that the spawns need to get twerked a little bit. Sit down! And they're not going to change this. This is just part of the game, but, like, you die really fast. And when you have a game where you die so fast, it takes the whole gun skill out of it, and also if you die that fast, then people aren't going to want to run around like a maniac like me. They're not going to want to take after me. They want to, oh my god, I finally died. So that's the 20 kill streak, and I thought, man, I just went on such a ham-tacular status amazing run in the Maniac that I got another Maniac. This is going to be the greatest video of all time. Charlie Bit Your Finger will be overtaken. But it wasn't. So apparently when you get the Maniac and you get kills with it, I'm not sure. Oh, the panic knife is back. The panic knife is back. I did not miss that one bit. Anyways, when you get the Maniac and you kill him with it, right, it doesn't like count towards your next streak. And I thought that would be sick, because then I would have 2 Maniacs and then the whole world would have exploded. Now, as far as there's 2 knives in the game, right? Fail. There is the tack knife, and then there is the combat knife. Now, the combat knife is better for just hit registration and like and lunge. There's a little bit of a lunge to it, but like I just find that the whole process of get over here, let me man kiss you real quick, stab you in your soul, and then push you away. It's like that's too much. There's too much going on in such a fast-paced sit-down, fast-paced game where the tack knife is just like, let me just take care of business and get done. It's kind of like when you watch a movie and the villain is like, I'm going to kill you, but I'm going to torture you first. The tack knife's just bang, bang, you're done. Get the fuck out of here, you know? That's what the tack knife is in this game. I actually like the tack knife better, but it is a little wanky sometimes on the hit registration, but for the most part, it's good. Now, I know that this may sound odd, but I actually did not win this game. I don't know how I didn't win this game. I had a Maniac 20 kill streak. It's just trying to find people. Guys, I'm going to go play some more Ghosts, and I'm going to get some different footage. Maybe some search and rescue. What are some game types? You guys want to see some search and rescue? Oh, and look at the spawns. Spawns, panic knifing. Spawns, panic knives, dogs. That damn dog is fucking annoying. I don't like dogs now, in general. Call of Duty Ghosts, you ruined humanity, because you made people not like dogs anymore. Way to go, Infinity Ward, Mark Rubin. Ruined dog friendships. The game is about to wrap up. I tried to stay positive, guys. My initial first response to, would I spawn? But the spawns worked in my favor. The initial response is that this game is a big heaping pile of dog shit. Pooped by those attack dogs that you can't kill. But I don't want to say that. So I'm not going to. I didn't mean that. I want to play this some more and get a better perspective on things. But for now, enjoy. Like it now. Like it. Or don't. I don't know. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Sleep deprived. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Tips and tricks, Call of Duty Ghosts. Let's get into this. When you have the combat knife, it takes a long time. Insanely long. Super excited long. So I'm going to give you a tip and trick on how to deal with that long length of time. You want to hit that joystick button and then go ahead and just put your joystick down. It's going to be a minute. So as you hit that, the whole animation sequence will start for you to lunge at your opponent and pull your knife out. Now, while this is going on, I like to go do little things. During this knife, I actually went and made some coffee. I like to get the clean hot water, pour it in there, brew it. It's going to be good. That tinny hose in your life, put it back, wipe down the counter, wait for it to brew. Around this time, you will actually have struck your knife into your opponent's back and you will start the push-off process. I like to use 2 sugars, a little bit of cream, and then get a spoon and stir that up. Tips and tricks. And then around this time, you will actually bring it back. Now, the knife animation is so long that a lot of times by the time you're done, you actually end up in a different match. Crazy. There's got to be a better way. I know. Well, every year, I tell you how to unlock the tactical knife on your pistols, which gives you a faster melee without shooting. So let's start a new squad member. It doesn't really matter which one we do. We're just going to clear all this stuff out. Now, there's a lot of things that kind of go in. It's very, very complicated on how to unlock this without firing, but I'm only using blade. I don't fire any bullets in order to get my tack knife. Now, you're going to have to do a couple things before you get this content going on. Get your screen to where it is right now. It doesn't matter which handgun you use. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to my YouTube channel, click on subscribe. This only works if you're subscribed to the #1 tips and tricks for knife Call of Duty Ghost channel on YouTube, which is ONLYUSEmeBLADE. And to really make sure it works, go ahead and give a like to several videos, like 20 or 30 or so. Then after that, in order to enter this in, you need a scuffed controller. Discount code BLADE. So now that you have all that set up, you are able to unlock it. So you go there, you want to hit that A button, go on there, go ahead and hit purchase, and bam! Oh my god, super excited. Holy shit. Yeah. Unlock tactical knife without shooting. This is a joke, guys. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace of butt grease. If you are offended by this, then get a life. Love you. Bye. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. Cranked. Some kid was yelling cranked every time he got a kill. I'm like, dude, relax, chillax. Isn't the mute system a little weird? I don't know. What's up, guys? Only use me blade, and I got some cranked gameplay, and I don't know. I think this should be like the standard. I remember some I don't know if I should make this the standard, but like anything that's not search and rescue, I think I owe it to you to bring you some Maniac gameplay. So this is another Maniac gameplay. If you guys don't know, Maniac is when you get 10 kills and then you throw it in a care package and then you grab it and then you run around like a maniac and stab people. Well, I run around like a maniac and stab people before. And also, can I say, just a thought out here, but I think the Maniac should only be for knifers. Because to like play with like rag guns and get a 10 kill streak, whatever, and then all of a sudden now you want to be only use me blade status? Now you want to run around knives? But again, I'm not telling people how to play the game. Catch that, throw knife, and then that fucking off the grid and takedown together are awesome. If you guys want to know my perks that I'm using for this, it's off the grid, takedown, and then amplify, agility, and marathon. That was a sexy little situation right there. Throwing knife and the what is that tack knife. If you guys don't know how to unlock the tack knife without shooting, you don't even have to shoot. You don't have to do anything. It's easy. Just buy it in the menu system. And thank you guys for the love and support on that video. I had fun making that. I was actually excited to make the video. Anyways, can I get the 2-piece? What if I had another person? I do. Yes. And I think it's about time for that Maniac. All right. So here's the issue with Cranked. Okay. And what it does is it literally takes the idea and it twists it around, okay? And I am not telling you how to play Cranked, and I am actually not wanting you to even know about this, but I'm only UsemeBLADE. I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to tell you why it's a flawed game type, okay? First off, the timer, I think, should be longer or shorter based on the map, okay? If you're on a big-ass map and you got 30 seconds, if you don't see someone soon, you're fucked. And also, this is another thing that I think is a little silly. And I know this is going to sound weird, but like the idea behind Cranked, when you look at like the rule set or whatever, you go, okay, that's awesome. Sit down. That is awesome. But then after I get that sit down, some kind of Keem Strike, and then so Keem Strike and a Maniac, I would have dipped out too. If I'm in a lobby and the other team says, enemy has Maniac Juggernaut and enemy Keem Strike coming in, I'm like, deuces. See you later. Hopefully not. So the thing is, so the idea behind the Cranked game mode, right, where you move faster and you run around. You ever feel that since everyone is running around, that we're kind of like in super fast mode, and we're just in this mode where we don't actually run into people because everyone's running around kind of in the same pattern. So that there's a tips and tricks. When you're doing your routes or whatever, just turn around, run the other way. Maybe you'll catch them the other way. And then also think about this: since everyone is running around, wouldn't it be more advantageous for you to sit there and wait? Because think about it, since everyone's running around, eventually someone's going to run past you. So this whole sit down, that dude sucked. This whole concept that cranked makes people move is kind of stupid if you think about it. Now, I'm gonna move regardless. I don't care. Like that's my thing. Call of Duty for me is meant super fast mode. It's meant to go super fast mode. It's meant to rush around. If everyone's running around, everyone's having a good time. You know what I mean? So that's just my personal opinion. People keep on telling me to do certain things or whatever, and just like, no, let me figure out the game. The game is good, I think. It is what we asked for. We wanted better hit detection. We've been asking for better hit detection. And as far as I can tell, the hit detection is on point, because motherfuckers be dropping me. Sit down. So, I mean, are there some issues with the game? Sure. But let's play it for a while. Instead of like coming to these quick judgments, let's play the game for a while and then form an opinion. Also, I'd like to say that I got my scuff and my monitor, and all of a sudden I like the game more. Fucking coincidence? I don't know. Sit down. ONLYUSemeBLADE with some cranked gameplay. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Give me that like. Give me the like. Give me the like.
Friendly SATCOM active.
Only. I know you guys are lined up around the streets. You guys were camping out. You're like, man, I can't wait. It's Friday. I cannot wait to see a new ONLYUSemeBLADE video. And I feel bad because it's like, it's starting to become winter. It's cold, and you guys are sitting out there waiting for a new ONLYUSemeBLADE video. I get it. So, as a gift, what I'm doing is that this, not only is this a Maniac gameplay, it is a double Maniac gameplay. What? Crazy, I know. Guys, the game's been out for a little bit, and here's the thing. Even though I can form opinions, I'm a grown-ass man, I can form opinions, but because of how weird I am, I don't think that my opinions really allow me to come to conclusions. And the reason why I say that is because I'm a weirdo. I knife only, okay? So, like, a lot of the things that are actually positive about this game actually make it much harder for me to do my ninja ways, right? In a way, a giraffe is like a ninja. And in the way, I am like a giraffe. And the reason why I say that is because giraffes adapt. And that's what I have to do. I think the game is good. I'm just not good at it yet. And the reason why I'm a ninja giraffe is because giraffes would have died. They would have just died. But they adapted. The reason why giraffes have long necks is because if they didn't have long necks, they wouldn't be able to eat the leaves off the trees that started growing taller and taller. And sit down, you're not climbing up that ladder. So the giraffes had a choice. They go, okay, well, the leaves are up there and we can't reach them. We're either going to die or we're going to figure out a way to adapt. And that's what they did, and that's why giraffes are still around with their long necks and they're adapting. And think about it, the giraffe never really had a natural enemy. You never see the giraffes, like, throwing up giraffe signs and beefing with people, have you? No. They don't really have a natural enemy. They just needed to adapt to this new world. Call of Duty Ghosts is a new world. You get killed so fast. And one of the reasons why you get killed so fast is because previously in Call of Duty games, when the retards played, then they would drool on the controller would like short circuit. But now with like scuff controllers, discount code Blade, and also the way the game's implemented, if drool hits the controller and soaks into the electronics, it recognizes that, and what it does is it compensates and allows these idiots to actually get kills in Call of Duty. I think it's good that they let bad players, or I don't want to say bad players, I want to say new players to the series, that allows them to get kills, because we need to give them a taste. We need to give them a taste of what it's like to go on a streak, and then once they go on a streak, and once they go ham and feel invincible, then they're hooked. They are hooked for life. I went on a crazy streak back in Call of Duty 4, back in 2007, and I've been on the COD needle ever since. The perks that I like to use when I play the Call of Duty Ghosts Free-For-All is I like to use the speed perks, which is mobility and it's like lightweight and marathon. So I use like the lightweight marathon, so I'm as fast as possible. Maniac, maniac, I got it. Now I just gotta find a place to call this bitch in. So I use the speed perk, so that's like 4 gone right there. And then I use dead silence and amplify. And the reason being is because dead silence, so I don't make footsteps, and if people are using amplify, it kind of nerfs it. Super fast, what? And then also I use the amplify so I can hear people. Still super fast mode, and the spawn suck in this game. Let me call this bitch in. I called it in, yay. So once those, I'm as fast as possible, and I can hear as great as possible. So mobility, sound. And then the other perk I use, it's a toss-up. I typically use the sit rep, which allows me to see equipment, because for some reason in this game, free-for-all, if you see a SATCOM on the ground, just go ahead and stab it. And I use my scuff controller with the paddle thing to hit crouch, and then I stab it, because apparently standing over it just doesn't work like that. Go fucking figure. I'm on my Maniac, but where are the people's at? Why do people just hide? Don't you know that I'm coming for you? Don't avoid the inevitable. That's what I get frustrated with. Like when I'm playing like search and rescue or whatever, if I'm playing any kind of game type and people play a certain way and they lose, I'm just like, come out and get smacked. You're gonna lose anyway. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying you're gonna lose regardless. So like, why waste people's time? You know, obviously you're not that good of a player. You do other stuff. So just come out and just get your shit wrecked, okay? Like rapists, they do this thing where if I ever got raped, you know what I would do? I would act like I got into it. And the reason being is because I think the rapist would not be turned on by, you go ahead and empty your clip. That's another thing. That's another thing I need to adapt to. I need to figure out how long, like if I see a person and I like juke off to the side, right? Normally in other games, I know how many bullets each of those SMGs or assault rifles have. So I can kind of time to make them get stuck in a reload. And then I like branch out and be like, shank, dead bitch. I don't know. The combat knife is great. The connectivity of it is really, really, really good. The lunge is good. But the problem is this whole process, like when you see it right here, get off me. Oh, and see, I probably would have died regardless, but the super fast mode, the whole process of like stabbing and then pushing them off and then looking at them, making fun of them, pissing on them, like the whole process, while you're doing that, you end up getting murked. So go fucking figure. Like I said, I can't really come to a conclusion of the game because the game is still in that honeymoon stage. But when we talk about honeymoon stage, I'm not gonna lie. Originally, on the first night, I felt like it was like a blind date, like one of those arranged marriages, and I saw her and she had a unibrow and A-cups. Like that, to me, that's what this game was originally. It was just a girl with a unibrow and A-cups, and I was like, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to spend time with you. But I'm getting more used to it, and I'm trying to figure out a better way to approach the game. Obviously, the health is really, really low, but whatever. I know that eventually I will figure out, my game types that I like, and also the appropriate ways to play, like the appropriate ways to navigate the maps, how the spawn works. Go ahead and catch that bullseye. And I'll just kind of figure it out. I'm still playing with class setups, like what's best to use. You know what I actually thought was kind of interesting is there's this the hardwired perk or whatever it's called. When you use it, it uses not only friendly satcoms, but it uses enemy satcoms to combine. So I think like the only thing it's 3 points. So if you use that and off the grid, you never show up on the radar, and you pretty much have like a constant craziness UAV going on because it uses the enemy ones. So that's something good, but you have to waste 6 perks. That's what I kind of like about Call of Duty is that there's not one like God class that you can make in this game quite yet. We haven't quite figured that out yet. And if you do, don't tell anybody. Just go ahead and beast on it. I don't get that. Like, why would you, if you found something really, really awesome, why would you tell people about it? Because then everyone's going to do it, and then it's not going to be awesome again, if that kind of makes sense. Oh, I did that because care package. Anybody that is from the Modern Warfare Deuce days kind of knows, sit down, kind of knows about that. That's that care package running around glitch. And finally I found a little window. Hopefully it doesn't get on that window pane. Let's wait for it. Maniac jumpsuit again. But obviously it's late in the game. Sit down. I only need one more kill, and let's find it. Let's find that victim. I wonder if I made anybody famous. I think the most famous person I've ever made famous was the person that I threw the through knife on, I think it was Derail on Modern Warfare 2 and Search when the guy was elevator glitching out of here. So, let me know. Guys, I am adjusting to Ghost. I'm It's a good game. We're just not good at it yet. 30-7 double Maniac gameplay. If you guys could find it in the heart of hearts to, share it, like it, and I'm willing to talk to you, but only through Google+. Peace and buggeries. Mouse click. Only use me blade. And this is Team Deathmatch on the Strike Zone. This is Call of Duty, and this is fucking for real. This is serious. If I don't do well in a Call of Duty game, I'm gonna slit my wrists. The blood is gonna be on you, noob. Calm the fuck down. It's Call of Duty. My channel was founded on the casual player, making fun of the people that take the game super serious, the super sweaty tryhards. And one of the great things about Call of Duty is that you can get kills on people that are the sweatiest of sweats. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could just allow their pants, their pantalones, to just soak up all the sweat that they pour, and you can still get a kill on them. What does that tell you? If I end up getting a kill on that dude, does that make me better than him? No. It's Call of Duty. It's random as fuck. You know? Call of Duty, Infinity Warfare, whatever games, even though, like, they've been going this trend that I've never liked. They've been going this trend where they say they want to make it super competitive, and it's a sport. It's not a fucking sport. But they think that it's a sport, and that they're cyber athletes, and that the reason why they got a kill was because they outthunk them or whatever. No, it's fucking Call of Duty. It's random as shit. Once you get killed, you respawn, and then you go and you stab some more people, and then sometimes you just get lucky, and, I hate to say it, man, but, like, it's not that serious. It really isn't that serious. You need to, when I'm saying you, I'm just saying anybody that takes the game super serious, and I take it seriously when I play in the moment. It's kind of like a basketball game. Like, if you go play a pickup basketball game, you're going to be, D'ing up, and you're going to be doing all this stuff, but, like, later on, you're not going to be reciting the stats from that game. Or, like, if you come onto a court, they're not going to be like, oh, really? Your points given to points taken ratio is negative, bro. Haha. It's like, what? Think about that. Even in the NBA, right? Imagine if they took this stat, right? They took how many points you score versus how many points allowed. Points, PS, points scored, PA. PS, PA. Points scored, points allowed. That's what they should call it, right? They don't even keep track of that. And that's essentially what your KD is. But you keep track of KD it's ridiculous, guys. And that's the whole basis, is to make fun of people that take it super seriously. And just to kind of be like, come on, bro, you really? Like, look at this. I got a fucking chem strike out of a care package. How can you take that seriously? How can you legitimately take that seriously? And another life tip I want to give you. I know I'm not exactly the best person to give life tip advice. Sit down. But, like, enjoy the game. So, like, understand that it's a game. It's Call of Duty. It's random as fuck. It's going to be even more random than the previous game, okay? You die to getting sneezed on in this game. So, like, I don't understand why people take the game so super seriously when the game doesn't even take itself seriously. Does that make sense? That's like a professor trying to date, like, a 17-year-old dumb slut, like a bimbo. Like, she's not gonna fucking get it. You're overanalyzing, you're overthinking it. It's a fucking game. Just play it. And if you were just play it and not care, like, that's my thing. I want everyone to just play it and not give a shit. I'm not gonna lie though. When situations like this come up, I get a little crazy. I'm just like, oh shit. That's one of those things as a knifer that you kind of have to approach differently than a shooter. You can't just spray them down. You have to kind of pick and choose who you want to go after. And the chem strike obviously is random, and it made my point that this game is just random as shit. To not take it too seriously, just to play it and enjoy it. Also, realize that you only get to enjoy it in this lifetime, if that makes sense. Like, don't put off enjoying it. Enjoy it now. Like, right here, I got the Maniac, and I called it in, but I didn't even get to enjoy it because I got the Maniac too late. Think what I'm saying? I'm not even going to go for Maniacs and Search and Destroy. You know why? Because if I get a Maniac and Search and Destroy, how am I going to be able to use it? Right? Don't get to use the Maniac, but that was a fast-paced team deathmatch, and it showcased that it's just a game. It's a console game. It's not that serious. We're not at some MLG event here, guys. We're playing online pubs. We're having a good time. So, public service announcement from ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Just enjoy yourself. And if you don't, then mute yourself when you see me. Remember, you can only talk to me if you have Google+. I'm sorry. It's new policies. Peace and buckers.
What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Before we get into the video, I got to tell you about Fullscreen. Fullscreen is the network that I'm with. And not only the network I'm with, they give me awesome opportunities each month to make a little bit of extra YouTube money by doing video intros kind of like this. There's no ads in the video. I am the ad. So in the description below, if you have a channel that you're looking to get partnered, go ahead and click on the link and join the Fullscreen family. So now, on to my video.
Only camp for me, Maniac! This is a very controversial subject, and I apologize if your feelings get hurt. Just kidding. It's not that serious of a topic, but it is something that I've noticed primarily through editing this video, when I was editing the video. Now, my whole take on Call of Duty is I like to rush. I like to just run around like a fucking crazy man, and that's why I like the Maniac so much, is because when you get it, you just book around, and it's fun times, right? And like when I start the game off, I like to run to the middle and see if I can just get like a little peace treaty. I try to get the peace treaty where I run in the middle and give them a hug, and they never want to hug it out, and so then they kill me, and then I'm like, okay, it's fucking on. I gotta get my ninja on. I'm gonna kill you. Fucking die. So when I play Call of Duty, obviously I run around and I only knife people when I stab them. That's been established. And a lot of it is UAV pimpage or SATCOM pimpage. Like I get behind them, you sit down. Those 3 kills were brought to you by the takedown perk. And that 4th one was a freebie. Anyways, when I'm playing, I like to rush around. When I'm on my low level of the super fast mode, when I'm on my low level of my kills, as far as that score streak totem pole to reach to the top, which is the Maniac, I run around. I just rush. And if I die, I don't care. I just respawn and just keep on going, right? But you reach a point as you're climbing up that score streak totem pole. And it's a tall totem pole because I go from SATCOM to Maniac and I only knife. So as I'm reaching up that totem pole, I start to play, the higher I get, the more defensive I play. Now right here, because of how much I run around, that little segment right there felt like half an hour. Super fast mode! Like there's just like this urge that I've instilled in me. It's a bad habit. It's kind of like the habit of reloading your gun after every kill if you use guns. Noob. But like I have this really bad habit where I feel like I constantly have to be moving. I constantly have to be putting pressure on the enemy team. And in all actuality, me camping it out for a second, like right now I think I'm like 2 away from the Maniac, it actually makes sense to just kind of just camp. I know you guys like unsub. Like this whole sequence right here of me kind of laying down, partly I got a tweet. That was part of my excuse. And also, it's just like, why rush like crazy when you're that high in the totem pole? Why not play it intelligently? It actually is more intelligent to camp. And I'm not going to like camp for a SATCOM. Super fast mode. I'm not going to like camp for a SATCOM or something like that. But if I'm like, look how close I am to my Maniac. Look how special. Think about how special a Maniac would be in my hands as I run around and just stab all these noobs. Sit down! Now I got the Maniac. Now we can go full tilt. So, and then also, why is it that when you get your high kill streak like that, you typically just die like right out the get-go? Like, bam, right there. I've never gotten a Moab or a nuke, but I've watched so many people when they get their Moab streaks that they die like on 26. They always seem to die right after they got their Moab. Maybe it's them letting their pressure down. Going for these streaks is stressful, but obviously the reward is high. And so I don't really have an issue if you kind of super fast mode, if you kind of play a little bit more intelligently instead of just like a fucking nut job running around stabbing people. That's why I like the Maniac, because it allows me to run around and stab people. Now, it's more super fast mode. Now, I kind of want to also talk about, and I want to hear you guys' and gals, ladies, I love you too. I want to hear your feelings on the whole aspect of people quitting, and also, if people quit, I know this might not be popular, but if people quit, it's kind of your fault, okay? Yes, there are insane streaks in this game. Yes, there are ways you can play or whatever, but like, don't you want to have noobs to slay? Don't you want? I always say this when I'm in parties. Obviously, what I tell them isn't like, like the rules you have to follow if you play with Blade. I'm not saying that, but I just ask nicely. I'm like, please don't run any super high streaks, because what happens is once you guys get those super high streaks, then the people just leave, and then we don't have anybody to stab. And I like stabbing people, so I'm taking kind of a different approach. Once I get the Maniac and I start running around, I notice people leave, whatever. Hopefully they'll just stay and they won't understand what's about to come on them. But if you also, if for some reason in Ghosts, I find that when people back out, they don't fill the lobbies back up. What's up with that? Man, fuck that. Old 90s reference. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, a little 16-2 on the kill confirmed with that Maniac. Camping for it. If you guys can give me them thumbs, let me get that like, yo. Or not, I don't know. I love you. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. What happens if a dude only has a knife in Call of Duty? You have ONLYUSEmeBLADE, a person that only stabs people when he knifes them. I run a YouTube gaming channel, one of the original Call of Duty commentators. I run around, I make people sit down in Call of Duty. Every Sunday I do a Sunday Chill commentary where we relax. I play a variety of other games. Definitely, if you haven't already, check out my channel, ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Shaboy. Only like to play Search and Destroy. This is Search and Rescue. I was excited because it is a new version of Search and Destroy, and I took a lot of time in order to get what I think is a good quality gameplay, a high scoring, lots of stabs, maybe a clutch situation gameplay for my first Search and Rescue footage on the ONLYUSEmeBLADE channel. Guys, I love this time of the year because there's all kinds of new stuff with the Call of Duties. I'm just going to be completely honest, I don't really dig Search and Rescue, and I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't particularly care for it. Now, before you say anything, a lot of people are going to make comments. Actually, with the Google minus whatever system, like the comment, I'm sorry that you have to, in order to make a comment for your voice to be heard on a YouTube video now, that you have to use Google Plus. But I think if you just like link it, then that's it. And I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules. That's just how Google is. But before you go, but Blade, they're going to bring back Search and Destroy. I understand the community managers were aware of a lot of people saying that they don't particularly care for Search and Rescue, and they're actually going to bring back the game type Search and Destroy rather shortly. So that's all good and dandy. I'll go back to playing Search and Destroy, and I'll just leave the Search and Rescue. Maybe later on I'll go into it. What do you guys think? Do you guys, when they bring in Search and Destroy, do you think that the Search and Destroy community is such an old-fashioned, tight-knit group that everyone's just going to move over? And the Search and Rescue playlist is going to be kind of a ghost town of sorts? Or do you think that if you're a Search player, what do you think of the Search and Rescue game mode? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What are the reasons why you don't like it? A lot of times people say, well, I like it because I can get revived, but I don't like it because enemies can get revived as well, and I get that. Okay. So I'm going to take you through a typical Search and Destroy round. Okay? This is Search and Destroy, not Search and Rescue. And then I'm going to tell you why adding the element of the tags completely flips that. It makes it more complex and makes it more intriguing on paper. But I don't think it actually is executed well. So, a Search and Destroy game, as you can see, each round, typically, I'm a rusher. I like to rush, right? So at the beginning of a Search and Destroy game, people just rush. They run their routes, they rush, whatever. And then a lot of times people meet in the middle, they flank, do whatever, get to a point. They might kill someone, but because that person died, the other, their teammate kills them or whatever. So you have this craziness for the first 10, 15 seconds, depending on how large the map is, right? You have this craziness that happens at the beginning of a Search and Destroy round. And then once that craziness ends, once the dust settles, once all that happens, right? Most Search and Destroy players, I hate to speak for everybody, but most Search and Destroy players, at least good ones, will pull up the scoreboard. And what they'll do is they'll look and they'll see what are the numbers? What is the situation? Because search is all about situations, okay? And so you'll look at it and you'll go, hey, we have 3 people alive versus 2 people alive. So now we have a +1 advantage over the enemy team, okay? The idea is if someone gets killed, we know their position of where they got killed, and then we can act accordingly because of that. And if you think of the foundation of a team as like each player is legs, if you're able to take out a couple legs of a table, you put pressure on the other ones, and eventually the table collapses, and pretty soon all the legs are gone, and then you win the round because you've destroyed everybody. And the aspect of the only thing that can really change that, the only thing that can that allows you to not just make it a camp fest, is the fact that there is an objective, which is the bomb. You have 2 different bomb sites, you have a briefcase, and the beautiful part about the bomb and the planning of the bomb is that if you have numbers, like let's say you have numbers on someone, like let's say there's 3 of you versus 2 or whatever, and you plant the bomb. Well, instead of you being on the offense, obviously it's a lot better to be on defense. Any kind of Call of Duty situation, because you die so quickly, it's better to be on the defense, right? So when you're on the offense with the bomb and you pull off a successful plant, then you turn it into, now you're on the defensive mode. And that's how you're able to change it out. That's why it's not just a camp fest team deathmatch. That's the beauty of it, right? So there's a science. It's complex. It's been that way for the longest. I believe that it first started in Counter-Strike. And it's been, for me, I've been playing Search and Destroy in every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Search and Destroy isn't for everyone, but like it really does get you hooked. Search and Destroy is a great game mode. Now, one aspect, and I'll show you right here, where it makes it less serious and it makes me giggle, and this is my own personal problem, is the situation that's coming up right about now, right? And I get revived. I'm not used to getting revived in Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, to me at least, is a great mode because there is no respawning. Your life means a lot more. So the ability to get revived, now you're getting revived and you have to reassess those numbers again. And not only do you have to reassess those numbers, you need to also equate the tags that are out there, whether they're friendlies or enemies, or you basically, not only do you have to compute everything that's kind of going on, you do this in milliseconds while you're playing the game, but it makes it more and more complex. And the mere fact that, imagine putting pressure on a table, like the table analogy with the legs, but then all of a sudden they're able to put legs back on. And you're like, wait a second, what? And whenever I get revived, I feel like that was a fail. I feel like Vince Vaughn from Dodgeball. That's what I feel like whenever I get revived in Search and Rescue. And give it some time, but there's going to be, people are going to figure out in Search and Rescue where the respawn points are at. Okay? They're going to figure out where the respawn points are at and cover it by that. I guarantee you there's going to be a tactic that people use where they put an IUD or something, a claymore, I don't know what the hell it's called, but they put something on the ground in the respawn spot and then cover it. As soon as you kill someone, you know where to go in order to kill the person again when they're in like this respawn mode or whatever. I guarantee you that will happen. Now, all that being said, you may be going, Blade, you knife only, it doesn't matter if you stab someone, you get their tags. I get that, I understand that, but like, we don't need to make Search and Destroy, we don't need to add another element to Search and Destroy, okay? That's like adding a 4-point shot in basketball. And it's just like, basketball's a great sport. Why do we need to mess with it? I know they're bringing Search and Destroy back. I will be playing Search and Destroy because I happen to like it better. And also, one of the things that really kills it for me is when the people that make it a game of just camping the tags. I understand that's a tactic, but like, also the snipers. When the snipers are in the back of their spawn spinning around waiting for you to come by and you kill them, the other person's just going to revive their tag, and it's like, you can't really beat that. So, tons of super fast mode because this was like a 17-minute game. 12-3, most people quit out. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. So, I got the Maniac. I've been getting the Maniac a lot. And I kind of wanted to do a video about health and what kills the Maniac and how many bullets does it take. And right here, I got stuck with the Semtex and lived. That's what kind of started this whole thing. So, me and that guy who camps went to a private match and we tested out some things about the Maniac and its health. Here you go. So in a private match, I got a whole bunch of people to get the Jug Maniac suit to run some tests. Let's first look at how many knives it takes to kill him. We're going to try which is the regular combat knife. It takes a 1, a 2, a 3, and 4, and 5th time's a charm. So 5 combat knives. Let's try it with the tack knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tack knives, so no difference between the two. So now let's 2 throwing knives. For some reason, he like just sponged them up. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know what to do, so I had one of them kill me, and then I came back. So we're super fast moding this part. Sorry about that. Go ahead and kill me. Here we go. I'm coming back. Coming back strong. So I've already thrown 2 into him. Another one, and then a 4th one. So 4 throwing knives versus 5 just regular knives. And now some jug on jug action. Sounds sexual. Just go ahead. Hey, you. Go ahead and stab him. See how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 jug knives. Bam. So I just pulled the regular Maniac and then had that guy who camps shoot me with an unsilenced AA-12 point blank range. Super fast mode, Michael J. Fox mode. And it took 34 bullets to take the Maniac down. So now, let's try it with the ballistic vest. So I'm going to throw down a ballistic vest. I'm going to equip it. And I'm going to equip the Maniac. So ballistic vest first, then Maniac. That guy who camps, he shoots me until I die. And obviously we're going to go into super fast mode. And it takes 34 bullets as well. So ballistic vest before the jug suit doesn't have any kind of effect. Now what we're going to try to do is we are going to get the jug suit. We're going to retrieve it. And then we're going to try to get the ballistic vest, but you cannot equip a ballistic vest while you're in the jug suit. Now we are going to do a thing where he throws a care package down. And the care package does not... Watch for it. It hits me right on the head, and it doesn't kill me. And he's going to do the same thing. We're going to super fast mode, and it takes 34 bullets again. So you are immune to that. Now we're going to try it with the puppies. So now we got the Jugger's Not suit on, and the puppy bites me 4 times. So 4 bites from the puppy in a jug suit. Bam, that kills you. And last but not least, they call in a chem strike. Because we're on this level, and that's what you do on this level. And let's see, with the jug suit, can you survive the chem strike? And that is a negative Ghost Rider. So there you go, Maniac, jug suit, health situations, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace, and butt grease. Fucking search and rescue on the Stonehaven? Are you serious?
I sniped the whole match and I did better than him. I feel like that. Oh, you sniped my. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. He bet it's fake.
Is that actually him?
Yeah, it's actually him.
Is it really?
Holy shit!
No, it's not. He's got a hacked gamer tag. Oh wait, no, never mind.
That's not him though.
Yeah, it is.
He normally he normally has his friends list open. It's not open.
No.
What are they talking
That's
about?
only
Yeah.
I don't have my mic in, so this is funny that viewers, whatever you want to call it.
How is it not
He's Haxton.
He's not hacking. No, I just checked out his free profile.
If you spaz out when you talk to me, it's I'm just.
Bitch, nigga, you
And he doesn't even have a mic.
Seriously though, like when
Something.
people
Mic it.
come crazy
Probably
like this,
doing
I'm
a
just
live
like,
con- Only use my blade. It's only use me blade swag.
let's get their reactions. I want to take this time to be like, when I play Call of Duty, I like to chill, I like to concentrate, and so like when people just like yell and scream when I get in the lobby, it like turns me off. It's just like, dude, I just want to like, you should know that by my demeanor, that I just want to like fucking relax. So, and then if you just immediately go, it's not him, and call me a bitch and all that stuff, I'm definitely not putting my mic in. I apologize.
This kid is hacking. The head guy is hacking. These guys are hacking. They have dual guns.
Oh, take that,
We can
twist!
still win this.
Isaac, you're hacking.
Damn,
They have
he's
dual
got 6.
guns. I saw
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Hacks.
Only use me blade. If you were real, I'd be so happy.
Okay, at the end of the next round, I will put my mic in. I will put my mic in, and then it'll show you why I have an issue with putting my mic in when people freak out when they see me. And this isn't that I don't like you guys. I love you guys, but just like I don't like to be treated like I'm like somebody special, you know?
Friendly SATCOM active.
You're bad. You're just goddamn terrible.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Surge and rescue.
That's why I try not to keep my mic in. Mic out. So ridiculous. Let's get some killage. Only use me blade. These are clips from, majority of them are from Free For All. I think there's a couple domination clips or some kill confirmed or cranked or whatever. But basically these are clips showcasing some of the mishaps that is Call of Duty Ghosts spawning system. Where you respawn, who you respawn behind. Right there, I just died twice in the same kill cam, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know how to fix it. That's not my thing. I don't know how to make video games. I just know how to play them and enjoy them. And for the most part, I like this game. I think that the health's too low, but that's just a personal preference. Don't want to be negative. But Tina, what's up? Like the spawns are really wanky, so I figured that I would like make this video, showcase some of the comedy that is the Call of Duty Ghost spawns, give you actual examples, and then give it to you, and you take it back to your people. And you're probably already aware that, you know, the spawns are weird, and I know that you probably get like death threats because of it, and it's not that serious. I don't want to send you death threats. I just want to say, hey, here's some video facts about my online experience, and even though I actually do like the game, I think that stuff like this shouldn't happen. If I made the game, I would make it so that, you know, you don't spawn in the line of sights of other people. You basically spawn as far away as possible from someone. So, like, if on this map, if you're playing free for all, 7 other people, you have all these spawn points. And then whenever you hit the respawn button, it would go to whatever the furthest most point is away from people. And I understand that we're probably going to abuse it. But I don't think like something like this, where I spawn and a dude's waiting for me, I don't think that should happen. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. So guys, if you like this video and you're on Twitter, it'll go to Tina to make sure that she sees it. And also it helps me out too. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Start on the same kill cam. Mouse click. Bye. Chaos Silencer brings you the top 5 feeds of the week for Call of Duty Ghost. Link in the description will give you all the information you need to send in your plays for you to be YouTube famous. My name is ONLYUSEmeBLADE. My link will be in the description. Let's start this off with some Cranked on the strike zone. He gets 2 kills. He gets another kill. Sees that guy, drops him. Drops his buddy. That guy, he had no chance. Keeps it going. Oh, more. We need more murders. And he finally drops. Very sexy clip to get this week started off. Number 4. The calm before the storm. A C4 sandwich as an appetizer. Doesn't quite get anything going on. But then he goes, you die. You die. Bulldog bully. Keep it going. Get the field ordnance. His ordnance is to kill everybody. Sit down. That bulldog is something vicious. But that guy makes it look even more insane. Coming in at number 3. Another beautiful Strike Zone clip. Obviously, there's going to be different maps besides Strike Zone. But he gets that first blood. And he's going to run around here. He's going to get that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. Deadeye. Wow. Keep it going, keep it going. Oh, shit. Keep it going, keep it going. He is on a murderous rampage. He already's got his Trinity rockets that early on in the match. Coming in at number 2, we got an insane sniper clip. We're playing that search and rescue. He's moving on up. And he sees triple. Oh, baby, a triple. That's sexy. A triple and search and destroy with the sniper rifle. 1 bullet. How do you do better than that? How about this? Coming in at number 1. I know you guys are excited. Slap that like button for this. So we got Global Flicks. He gets the 1. A collector one. Another one. And then that one. Get that thermal going just super ham. Vaporizing the other team. In the same life. He's still going. He heard about missing sniper bullets, but he's like, that's not my thing. He gets the Maniac, because he is a Maniac, and then he gets 1 more, and that is just sexy. Links for everything that you've ever wanted in your life. Check out last week's video. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is literally a knife tip video. And I know you're probably saying, what the hell, Blade? Knife tips? Just hit that button. That's all you need to do. Nope. Here's the thing. So in Call of Duty Ghost, one complaint or one problem is you die so fast, and also the knife animation, whether you're going knifing only or if you're just a run and gunner, the knife animation, it takes a long, long time. So a person on Twitter sent me a link to a video that pretty much explained, it's not really a glitch, it's more just like a hiccup, I don't know what to call it, but or an exploit or whatever, but you can use this if you're knifing only or if you're running and gunning. Pretty much as soon as you knife someone, go prone at the same time, and so you kind of do like this little like crouch knife thing. You can also do it while you're jumping, but pretty much just change your elevation level of whatever you're at. You can jump, you can crouch, you can slide or whatever. And when you do that, you don't have to go through that whole long knifing animation. This is me doing it in a free-for-all match, and I go on not a great streak, but it's a perfect amount of stabbage. As you can see right there, sometimes it's just a swipe, and then sometimes it's like this, there's a small pause, but it's definitely a whole lot better than the long animation. Like see right there, like that one didn't really work. But, so if you're running and gunning or whatever, just prone and knife at the same time. You may be going, well, how do you do that? It's because it's kind of like you're drop knifing or whatever. I use a scuff, so I just use the paddles on the back, and then I play on default. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Only, I got that Maniac. I'm super pumped. One of the great things that I get out of Call of Duty Ghosts is the Maniac and noob lobbies. So you have to understand how excited I get when I get the Maniac and noob lobbies. But you know what? Super fast one! The Call of Duty Ghosts be trolling sometimes, man. I really think they be trolling. They be laughing at me. And I'll kind of show you why. Now, before we get into this, I have to say a couple things. I have the game installed. So when you buy Call of Duty, Ghosts. It comes with 2 discs, one to install it and one to play it. And I have it installed. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe that was my fault. But coming up right here is what happens after I get, I think, one more. The disc is unreadable? This seems Vondahar-ish. I didn't know Vondahar had anything to do with Ghosts. I thought that was a Treyarch thing. But Search and Destroy is back, and I get to show you actually a really, really beast round against some really shit players. Before you guys come and be like, those players were horrible. No, this is an MLG event. This is taken from UMG. Yeah. I always love that. Just like, okay, they're horrible. I get it. We don't get to pick who we play. Well, we kind of do. I lobby shop. I don't care. Fuck it. But no, destroying noobs is fun, and I don't care what you say. It's a great pastime. I don't know what these weirdos are doing, but get those 2, and then I'm gonna somehow get that dude, and then I'm gonna get that dude, and now for the 5-piecer in the Search and Destroy. Wait for it. There it is. There it goes. That happens. Now we're gonna super fast mode the rest of this round. Just because I want to kind of, it's long, and I end up being the last person standing. Now, spoiler alert, I die. But I want you guys to kind of realize how ridiculous it is, the reason why I died. When we watch kill cams, when we die in Call of Duty, we like to go, I would like to know how I died. I would like to learn how to not die like that again. But this is just stupid, okay? This little sequence is just dumb. So, if you guys don't know about the call-outs, pretty much in this game, if there's like a sniper on the 2nd story building, they'll be like, sniper, 2nd story building. And periodically, your character will actually make call-outs, like these little MLG Pro call-outs. It's awesome. I'm the last person standing, 1v1. I have dead silence and I have awareness, okay? So I'm in a situation where I'm good, and he has to plant. So really, the small part of me dying here is my fault. Because it's like, I should have just let him go. But I'm in a situation where he's making tons of noise. I hear him. And when I get to a point when I actually run up on him, for whatever reason, even though there's no teammates for me to yell to, right here, I yell out, enemy in the building, straight ahead, or some shit like that. And he fucking turns around and kills me. Guys, I'm going to get some more other videos. I actually have tons of games plays, but I just needed to show you this. I needed you to understand my pain. Who am I shouting out to? Who am I giving that call out to? Like, honestly. Come on. If you guys enjoyed the video, likes are appreciated. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. And also, let me know, have these call outs fucked you over before? Who am I yelling at? Who am I talking to with that call out? Great googly moogly. Peace and butt grease. Alexa Silver.
Losing Bravo. Care package ready for direction. Mark the DZ. Friendly chem strike incoming. Securing Charlie. SATCOM ready. C secure. Friendly SATCOM active. SATCOM uplink enabled.
Epic slow-mo for most skillful Keem strike ever. Ever. Only. What's up, guys? I thought about putting some crazy color correction, tilting, dubstep, bass drop, going in for the kill type of editing for that amazing AFK knife in the back streak that I got in order to get that chem strike. Can we all agree the chem or Keem strike is a little stupid? Like the ability to get like a little pocket nuke, I just think that's a little silly. But I'm gonna call them bitches in though. What do you think I should use? I'm gonna tell you what I use. I use my knife. But what do you guys think I should use? What I do is I run the SATCOM and the Maniac jug suit, and that's it. because nothing else really like follows my little weird guidelines of, knife it only. What do you guys think I should use? Could I use is there something I could use? What is that one thing? There's like the thing where it's a really, really high score streak, but it's like the support streak, and you get to like shoot down on people, but then like after a minute, it just drops care packages for you. And here's my take on the whole care package things. And this is the little deal that I have set up with people. I have no problem. Let me get your jug. Let me get your jug Maniac suit, bro. And most people that I play with are like, are you serious, dude? Why would I give you my Jug Maniac suit? And I was like, listen, I get care packages all the time, okay? Sit down. And then you need to sit down too. And then super fast, but I get care packages all the time, all right? And I don't use them because I'm knife only. So if I throw a care package down and it's a Maniac Jug suit, I'm taking it. But anything else you can have. You can have anything you want. Anything out of a care package you can have. If you're playing with me, if you're playing and you're near me, I'm just going to throw a care package down and be like, hey, that's my gift to you. Have it. Enjoy it. But if you get a Maniac, let me get that, bro. Let me have that. I actually thought about, here's the thing, I thought about doing this. So like, and this isn't hate towards this gentleman, but you guys all know Jay Nasty, right? So Jay Nasty was he's popular for getting these insane gameplays, and like it's a thing where he actually like makes. This is back in like Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. The man doesn't bother me. This isn't a hate thing towards him, but the whole thing was that he would have viewers, subscribers, people in his party would run support for him so that he can get gameplays easier, okay? And I thought, man, that'd be kind of crazy if I had a couple people running Maniacs and a couple people running Ballistic Vest Satcoms, and they just threw me Ballistic Vest and Satcoms and Maniacs all game long. And I love the Maniac, I really do. I feel that if I don't get the Maniac, it's not really a YouTube upload worthy game, if that kind of makes sense. I just have a fucking blast with the Maniac. I really do. And it's really fun. It actually gives me something to go for, if that kind of makes sense. So the idea that I had with the Maniac support is like I would somehow, as a joke, I would get a full party, have everyone run Maniac Jug suits, and like some people run support for me and the other ones run like Maniac support for me. So if they get a Maniac, they just throw it down and I get it and I go stabbing and get some insane gameplay like that. And it would be funny, it would be hilarious, and it would be like this little tongue-in-cheek poke at people that do that. But like I don't have the heart to do it. Like today, I expected a package from the mail, right? So I'm standing in line at the post office, and there's like a normal girl and a lady that literally drools. I'm not trying to be funny, but she was mentally handicapped. She was a mentally handicapped person. And I'm standing in line, and I'm like, fuck. The way that the transactions are working, I know that I'm going to have to see her. Same thing if you go to like a food place and they're going to prepare food for you, like in a burrito place or a Subway or whatever. You don't want the manager to make food for you because he's acting like it's his lettuce and his tomatoes. You want to get like the stoned kid to make you food, right? And you kind of time it. You almost want to like say to the person behind you, hey, you go ahead of me. You go ahead of me. But I couldn't help it. I didn't want to be that guy who said, I don't want to go to the retard girl. So I ended up going to the girl that literally was mentally challenged. I'm not trying to be funny here. And she couldn't help me, but I didn't have the heart to be like, can I talk to the non-retard? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have the heart to do it. But I had to walk away from the situation, not actually dealing with the issue I had, which was I needed to pick up this package that I couldn't pick up. And so it's kind of like, it's the exact same level of thing where I don't have the heart to tell my viewers or subscribers, hey, run support for me so I can make YouTube videos. I need to use you, you know? I don't ever want to use you guys. And I just don't have the heart for it. I may crack jokes about it, but I just don't have the heart for it, if that kind of makes sense. So this is Call of Duty Search and Destroy, and that's the game. I meant to talk about Search and Destroy before that Search and Destroy's back, but if you're watching ONLYUSEmeBLADE video, you probably know Search and Destroy, it's back. Bam. So rejoice and play and like and favorite and share and peace and butt grease. And here comes the mouse click. Dominican Poison. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. I'm in my new room. I'm in a new little setup. I might do a little setup video if you're interested. Let me know. But I kind of want to talk about stupid people, men and women, because it baffles me. Here's the thing. I do things and I go, why am I doing this? This is dumb. Like, it's one thing to like have knowledge about yourself. Like, everyone gets all self-reflective all the time. They keep on going, well, what can I do to make things better, to make my situation better? They're spending all this time diagnosing themselves, but not actually spending time fixing themselves. It's almost like, you know what? If I go across the street, I'll be there. But then you like don't want to like walk. You know, it's dumb. Anyways, so women are stupid, and men are stupid too. But I was watching this show called I Married a Mobster, right? And it just had me like, it basically reaffirmed my whole, I have zero pity for people sometimes. And if life, sometimes life throws you some fucked up cards. And that's shitty, and that sucks. And what really sucks is that sometimes when people get these fucked up cards, you got these people that like don't have no arms and don't have any legs and are ugly, and like they women with A cups and just like horrible things that life gives them, and then they have like a positive attitude about it. They'll have like one stump and they'll just pogo stick with it, you know what I mean, and just try to make the best of it. And then you have these broads that act like they're victims, but they're not. Like, okay, so in this mob wife thing or whatever, here's the situation. This is how every story goes. My name is Victoria. I grew up in the city. My mom didn't have a lot of money. My dad he worked at the bread mill. And, coming up, I used to have to steal bread, and I saw this dude, and, he showed me the glamorous life. We just played Fergie in a limo through Taco Bell, and he showed us this amazing life. And then, like, later on, so then she's like, okay, and then, but I started noticing, like, sometimes he would come home and he'd be all bloody, and, like, he'd be like, hide this gun, bitch, and so then I just realized that, maybe my millionaire husband that doesn't have a high school diploma, maybe he's like does something, and you come to find out that he's a mobster. And so then, but it was too late. I was so used to the lifestyle, and it's just like, okay, so now that's your situation, right? You were pleasantly blissful, didn't want to put together the fact that your husband is probably a mobster. And when people are mobsters, typically there's going to be times when they like go to prison because they murk people or they smuggled coke or whatever, right? So then the inevitable happens. It'll be a situation where RICO Act or something, there's a wire bug, and the husband will go to jail. And it'll even be so bad where they're like arrest her. And she's like, I'm just this pretty girl, and I don't understand, like, my wrists are very delicate. They put handcuffs on him, and they talked to me in this room and scared the shit out of me and said they'd take away my children. So, even though I love my husband, he did it just so he can get some time off or whatever. And it's just like, nothing is for free. Every action has a consequence. What makes people think that they can just reap the benefits of stuff and not have to deal with repercussions? And what makes people think that there's like a fairy tale? And why, when they make this show, why did they make this show in such a way to think that we're going to have any sympathy for this woman? Why would we have any sympathy for her? There are people with real world problems. When it just baffles me, man. And it really, and it's also just like, how can you be stupid? And here's the thing, I'm stupid too. I do some stupid stuff. It's the same thing with people that are addicted to recreational drugs. The reason why I'm saying recreational drugs is because there are situations that I'm aware of where someone can like have a surgery, break their leg or something like that, and they go through the hospital system and they give them prescription drugs, and then they end up being addicted to prescription drugs. That's drug addiction that I'm just like, that's fucked up. That person needs help. That's kind of sad, right? But like, people that go out and like party their ass off and like doing lines of cocaine off a stripper's butthole or whatever, you know what I mean? Like drink excessively. I drink. I don't really drink anymore, but like, every once in a while I'll go out and have some drinks or whatever. And the next day I feel like dying. But there's nothing in me that goes, oh, this is so sad. Just, why feel bad for me because I'm so hungover? No, I put that on myself. So like the whole feeling bad for someone thing, that well is drying up because there's lots of people, if you really need to feel bad or whatever, have actual problems not by their doing. You know what I mean? That they actually like do everything that's right and the world shits on them. I got sympathy for that, but like everyone else, shut up. I kind of went on a rant there. I didn't expect that. I was going to talk about the Maniac and Team Deathmatch, but how many times can you talk about the Maniac and Knife and Only? So, ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt grease, mouse click. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and I live streamed today. I just decided, let me just go on Twitch and live stream, and I had a blast. Like, I really had fun. Usually I don't have fun live streaming because I like play Call of Duty just in pub matches, but what I decided to do is I invited a lot of you guys. As soon as people got on the stream, I just basically told the stream, hey, if you want to come in, send me a message, I'll invite you. So we got a whole bunch of people, and we're actually having a Maniac off, and we did private matches, and we did all or nothing, I pretty much set up the rules so it plays exactly like All or Nothing from Modern Warfare 3 in this private lobby, and had a blast. And so there's actually 2 straight games where it was just good times. Actually, the whole stream was a fun time. From here on out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm actually looking forward to streaming. So before I stream, I'll make a quick video letting you guys know on the YouTubes that I'm streaming. Obviously, follow me on the Facebook and the Twitter. You'll definitely see it that way as well. But I'll just let you know when I'm streaming. I'm going to be streaming over on Twitch. There's an issue with streaming on YouTube. The chat isn't as good, and it doesn't actually publish, like go out to people. So I want you guys to be able to have fun in the streams. And I figured I would share some highlights from the streams. So, bam. ONLYUSemeBLADE. Oh, and this is a Maniac off where we pretty much just like Fight Club. I know you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club, but you get in the middle and you just have a Maniac off and we try to kill each other. It's just something fun and interesting we did in the stream. Here's those All or Nothing games, and after every commentary I like to say peace and butt grease. Tiffany Towers. Mouse click. Probably not ready, but bam, just doing it. Alright guys, first to 30. We'll play a couple games, then I'll get some other people from the stream in, if that's cool.
Free for all.
What's up, YouTube? It's Minecraft Bro 622 here. We are playing.
You trying to do a live comm?
Knife.
Trying to do a live comm during my session, bro?
Just cut him off in the middle of his live comm. What a dick move,
I'm
Blade.
in a lobby with the Mystery Box HD.
What the fuck?
You know him from YouTube. That's pretty freaking amazing, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, we're just going around phoning these guys.
Hey, can me and you do a dual comm?
Sure.
Just live comment.
Throwing that in the back. Oh god, I'm getting.
You're killing this live comm. Woo!
Yo, what the fuck, man?
That's fucked up, man. That's messed up.
Yeah, just let him
Yeah.
Yo, dude, you know you're in a live stream right now. Yo,
I'm
my
gonna live
bad.
comm on a live stream. Let's get it.
Dude, all the way live.
They join my session and they know nothing. They know nothing about this live stream.
Yeah, he doesn't even know Blade.
I know. I'm not trying to be that guy, but like.
We're on a live stream right now. Go check
Yo, I wanted to say something. I was like, wait, is someone more famous than Blade?
I know. I'm like, dude, this guy's way more famous. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, that was sexy. That would have been the one.
Yo, Blade, when you moving back to?
Probably in like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, yo, that's actually good.
Yeah, I kind of
So turns out I'm on a live.
Yo, how are you gonna do the bad kick cast? And
We'll figure it out.
Are you guys gonna do like figure it out? Yeah.
We'll-
Specialist bonus achieved.
YouTube or Twitch?
I'm streaming on Twitch right now, but I'm from YouTube.
I'm streaming on Twitch. But a bunch of people.
That's why I thought it was a little odd that you're trying to bust out the live com, but do your thing, man. Do your thing. This is your world.
Yeah, I know, because somebody joined through mine. And...
That's why when he asked, he's like, can you put you in a video? I'm like, what about me, bro? Why? Can I get some clearance?
I'm like, dude, do you not realize we're in somebody else's live stream? Like, save that shit for another time. Like, oh my god. Funny shit. Yeah, man, you should live stream more often. This is like the first time I've seen
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, I was trying to think of a different way because I rage when I play Call of Duty, but something like this I think would be fun, and plus I kind of want to like play with the fans.
Yeah, this is
you know what I mean?
fun. Yeah.
Not OSUP though.
Oh, so I'm your fan now, Blade? We ain't
Oh,
homies?
cut that out.
We had some respect.
I try not to say the word fan. I try to say viewer.
Yeah, I like that word.
Sorry.
No worries.
Your audience or
Yeah, I try not to say fan because there's.
Dude, I'm on that bonus. Oh, fuck you.
Man, everybody's a fucking pro knifer in here. I hate it.
Not everybody.
I got 8 kills. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no pro knifing coming here.
Hardline. Strong arms.
Yo, this is Modern Warfare 2?
Wait, why did it not? Why did the game not end? It should have ended.
You must have put the limit.
My cousin, he's watching your live stream and he said, why are you trying to live com?
Ooh. Yo, why do you stream
Why do you stream that shit? That's one of the greatest quotes of all time. That's one of the greatest quotes of all time.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yo, yeah. Yo, didn't you start selling like...
I think White Boy did.
Ready up.
Get back here, man. Where do you think you're going? Oh!
I was about to go on a streak there.
Ooh. Ooh, god fuck.
I gotta step
Woo!
I know, Blade pulled a lead. I had a lead and he just passed me.
Hey, I'm gonna end it, guys, so that we can actually put a limit on the score. So.
Yeah. Or do you want to go to... Alright, never mind.
Sorry about that.
Host advantage.
Well, definitely, dude. That's why I'm.
Yeah,
no shit. No, I feel it. Like I'm totally aware. I'm not gonna try to lie and be like I'm so good. It's definitely host advantage.
I have to tell when people run up to me. I'm just knife in the air.
Yeah.
No, it's the 3 millisecond delay of my TV.
Hey, that was the truth, man. That was the truth. When I had to play on that regular monitor, my game suffered. Alright, game setup. Options.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Score limit is what, 30? 30 points? Yeah. Someone keeps sending me a message. Let me see what's going on here. There you go, buddy. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, you don't know me, but did you really not know me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's uploading that live song right now.
There we go.
Million views. Pains Blade, just make a class real quick. Just no dead silence.
I'm gonna make a tip video real quick.
I was just confused. I was like, why did he not like? He asked you, but he didn't ask me. I'm like, this is my lobby. This is like my live stream. So why is he asking you? I didn't get that.
Yeah, I know. Dude, here, let me explain. All right. Everybody, like a couple of people in here are YouTubers, and like people add them. And stuff. So obviously you're gonna get like session joining from fucking multiple session joiners. So shit happens.
It's cool. It's all fun and everything. I feel bad because I might have messed up his live comm. I don't know if I could screw it up, but I might have like interrupted.
No, it's fine.
All right, here we go, guys. I actually did put a score limit.
My brother is not gonna believe
It's
this.
the first to 30. So, bam, here we go, guys. I loved Host Advantage. In All or Nothing, if I could play Modern Warfare 3 All or Nothing with Host every time, I'd do it.
Guys, I might lag out. My parents, I think they're gonna shut off the router.
Are you in an airplane? It's a black box. The plane's going down.
God damn it, dude.
Ooh, kill him, kill him.
Ooh, cross map. Go on. Oh, fuck.
Kill him.
Oh, Blade
That
got
Host Advantage, baby. That Host Pro.
Got him.
Ooh, kill him.
I think we should have like a match where you spectate one player.
Alright, I'm down.
This is kind of a weird question, but how do you find claymore?
How do you what?
Sit rep? I don't know.
Find claymore.
Find him?
A claymore, basic claymore.
Oh, wow.
I was like, sit rep?
Yeah.
So host advantage.
It's so it's so there. I'll spectate around. If I spectate, can I like hover around and stuff and like shoutcast it?
I think you can, yeah. Put on the Codcast.
Alright.
Yeah, they
You can do whatever you want.
We'll have a well, just how I'll make the score limit unlimited. Everyone gets a Maniac. We have a Maniac off.
Oh!
Let's have a Maniac off. That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the host.
The host, man. The Time Warner cable.
Just setting up takes too long.
Dude, oh, I hate Time Warner.
It's so bad, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Strong. Dancing, yeah.
We're losing this fight.
Losing.
I got cops.
What?
God damn.
I always thought that was a funny name for a fucking. There is a Cox cable, but I always thought that was a funny name.
Mine's not bad though. Mine's like 60 up 20.
I used to have really good internet back home in Seattle. I used to have like 150 and 50.
My friend who lives in Buffalo is really good internet. I don't know what he has though. I think it's Verizon.
Who was trying to tactically camp in? Whoa!
Fuck you.
Well, he can't. He had like Stalker on or something.
Here comes the death streak.
I don't think there should be death streaks.
Like a knife in it.
I don't think there should be death streaks, but I think there should be an indicator saying, "Hey, you've died a bunch of times in a row."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty bad. Just quit.
Oh, that could be depressing though. Oh, crap.
I think we should make it where you die like 10 times in a row. They just kick you out.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
So,
For
like,
real.
hindering your team.
But I think that make people. Actually, no. People go to camp regardless. So if you have, okay, remember how in Call of Duty, I shouldn't even be talking to you guys. You guys are the enemy right now. So. Well, it's.
I don't know how I feel
Well.
about that.
Whoa! How? Payne's Blade. Live from the underground. He's about to disconnect, but somehow he pulls out the victory. So. He's got the voice mod.
Ooh! Ooh!
What up? What's up, guys? What up? Like, hey, listen. I don't know why I came in like that. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE. This is Search and Rescue. And I went to play Search and Rescue because I know this is a shocker, okay? I know this is a shocker. But in order to get extremely high scores, especially knifing only in any Call of Duty, you need to play against bad players. That's shocker, I know. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's execution that counts. And it's not that these players were that bad, but I want to just kind of make a point of I love shining amongst the stupid. There's some smart people that make me look dumb. So I love shining amongst the stupid. But I think me hanging out around the stupid has lowered my intelligence level. I don't know. But basically, think of it like this. You ever play in a lobby and you immediately back out of a map if it's just a horrible map? Well, if you think about it, if you actually found a lobby with enough people that want to play that shitty map, they're probably dumb, and you could probably shit on them. So all those times you quit out, it could have been there.
Oh!
What? Team, get ready for the next
I didn't see him!
No, I thought it was Lost Alive. I would have said something.
I just had to include that. I love Ninja Diffuses, especially when the dude was staring into my soul like that. I felt like I included it. Anyways, so you have a double-edged sword of if you shine amongst stupid people to make yourself feel smarter, are you really smarter? Because here's the thing, I'm like trying to live a more square life. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a more so-called normal person. I'm still always me or whatever, but I'm trying to live a more chill version of me, not going out getting wasted, crazy stuff like that, irresponsibility stuff, like I'm literally trying to be lame. And what that involves is not going out on Fridays or Saturdays, which is lame in itself. And also, it involves, apparently Netflix is just like the lifeline to staying out of trouble. So I'm watching Netflix, and I watched two things. One of them was a movie, and another was a season of a show. And both of them, even though I didn't really connect with the characters, both of them just kind of, things come at me, right? And it makes me go, wait, maybe this is a universal thing that allows me to be self-reflective and kind of think about stuff. Like I'm always talking about you're the main character in the movie called Life, but so the movie I saw was a movie called Super, and only watch that movie if you're ridiculously stoned, because otherwise you're going to think it's the stupidest movie ever. Super with Rainn Wilson, and then also I watched, what is that movie called? It's How I Met Your Mother. A lot of you guys think I'm black. I'm not black. I'm a Caucasian. I'm Sicilian, Italian, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not black, but I do have to say that How I Met Your Mother is like the whitest television show since Friends. And when I watch this and I watch how like these people, it's honestly like a case study for me about watching how so-called normal people act. And it's just like the dudes don't have conversations like that. And like they're just corny. It's fucking corny. And like the closest thing that we got is the dude that says legendary or whatever. Like some of us talk, I don't know. Like it just seems like a cornball. I can't do it. It's so cheesy. Anyways, so during both of these, both the show and during this movie, there was these two themes to where the person is looking for happiness, right? And they feel that the world revolves around them from their point of view. Obviously, it does revolve around them, around their point of view. But what actually is going on is that they are not necessarily the main character in the whole grand scheme of things. And that's something that you have to realize. That's something you have to comprehend. You can view the world from your own perspective and you can get your own perspective, but at the same time, sometimes the story that's being told, you're not the main character. And a lot of times, like in the movie Super, I don't want to ruin the movie Super for you, but he figures out that this whole thing that he's thinking is about him being the superhero, in the whole grand scheme of things, it's not. It's about him playing a supporting role in a grander scheme of things. And then Ted, who's a fucking pussy on How I Met Your Mother, you realize that even though he's thinking about everything, he actually is just a character that facilitates the greater good of stuff. Does that kind of make sense? So even though I encourage individuality and I encourage all that, sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm not the main character. I might not be the main character. And to force yourself to be the main character is actually kind of unhealthy because maybe you're just a supporting role. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and buckeries. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. This is a Call of Duty Ghost free for all strike zone knife only. Very, very, very niche market of the world. Very, very small little cubby hole that we can all just kind of cuddle in. Me and you. Before I get into this, my deepest condolences go to Paul Walker and his family. And also, when you listen to this isn't me being insensitive. This is just me kind of speaking my thoughts. And it's frustrating, though, because I'm willing to come to some pretty amazing conclusions based off of a thought process. And a lot of times, the thing is that my thought process is so complicated that a lot of times I just tell you the end result. I don't tell you the problem, how I solved it, and the end result. I just tell you the answer. Just because I don't feel that the whole thought process thing is something interesting or it's not what you're asking for. In a lot of things. But the problem is that sometimes I'll come to some weird conclusions, and if I tell you the answer, you'd be like, what? Scumbag? What? I do that with jokes. Like when I'm in comedy form, I'll kind of Tarantino it, and I'll tell the joke. Good example, okay? I'll save this for a commentary for a later time. Let me know in the comments if you want me to tell it. But I broke up with a girl back when I was 20 because she got a breast reduction without telling me. Now, if I just tell you that, you're going to be like, well, what the fuck, Blade? You're a piece of shit. Like, and I thought she was my soulmate. Like, I was honestly ring shopping to marry her at this time. And, that's for a later time. Let's not talk about those glorious E-cups that went to heaven. Let's talk about Paul Walker. Paul Walker passed away doing something that he probably shouldn't have been doing. Now, his friend was driving some kind of Porsche super duper fast. They can do what they do. That rush, I get it. I'm a slow driver, but I totally understand the whole rush feeling of having like some super expensive car and going way too fast and kind of living life on the edge. Because if you think about it, who really wants to live life in a really, really safe way? So I get it. But it's not cool when someone does something like that to the point where their life ends early. He was a relatively healthy person. I'm assuming his friend was too. So to pass away at such a young age, I think he was like 40, to pass away at such a young age, just doing an activity as far as just driving fast, it's not cool, man. I wish we would stop that. And life's about balance. It's about living. Like, here's the thing. Let's say your life expectancy is 80. If you live to 70 and just kick it and have a great time, I think that's a success. I think those last 10 years will probably suck anyways. So the thing I've come to realize from this whole situation is that we value life differently. Okay? As much as we say that everyone is good and human life is precious and this and that, we literally value life differently. Because when this accident happened, there's another dude in the car, right? He was his financial advisor. No one is saying shit about him. And he's the one that was driving the car. Also, at the same time, like, I would never go overseas to fight our government's battles. And this isn't about should we be at war or should we not be at war. The mere fact, this isn't about the management of war. This is about the soldiers that are in the war. There are people from this country that said, you know what? I'm going to protect this country. This is an amazing country. I'm going to protect it. I'm going to protect everyone back here. Even the dudes that just sit back and play Call of Duty and chill, I'm going to fucking protect the country, even for them. And the thing is, they go over there and they die for our country, but we don't really say too much about it. But when pretty boy Mark, or why I keep on calling him Mark? Because I think of Mark Paul Gosselaar from Saved by the Bell, and that's the same realm of dude that Paul Walker is in. He's the dude, you know what I mean? The blonde-haired dude. So I don't know. I find it interesting that every time someone passes, we look at it differently. And I think that when someone does pass, it gives us an opportunity to kind of go, whoa, hold up. A good example, okay? Yotes, fellow YouTuber, he died, and it was a really, really sad situation. And it literally made me go, oh, hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have drinks and go out driving. And so it allows you to have a different perspective on things. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, out of respect, no porn stars, mouse click, peace, and butt grease. Only die off spawn. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is a cool little Maniac streak that I got on the Xbox One. You may be going, what? I didn't know you were going to get Xbox One. I thought you were going to get a PS4. Son? No. But pretty much what happened was Keem called me. He's like, bro, do you want to borrow my Xbox One and the 2 games I got for it? I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And he's just like, I'm bored. Like, I'm bored with it. I'm like, okay. So here's my initial impressions of Call of Duty Ghost on the Xbox One. It looks better than the 360. Not like jaw-droppingly better, but it does look better. There's ground war, but the spawns are so weird that I don't even want to try ground war. And the connection seems a touch better. So all those things, like let's say you're primarily a Call of Duty player. Would I recommend you getting an Xbox One now? No, it just seems a little silly. There's not enough there for you to warrant getting a brand new system. The Xbox One to me seems more geared toward an entertainment hub type of thing. The way that it has the satellite and cable integration into it, as far as like if you have, you know, a set-top box, you can plug it in there and sync it up, and you can actually have like the menus from that. The Kinect. So the Kinect is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, the Kinect is actually pretty cool. And just an example, this isn't cool at all. This is actually kind of fucked up. A person on Twitter linked me a video where basically this dude was playing NBA 2K14, which looks amazing. So he's playing NBA 2K14, and the ref made a bad call. He's like, fuck you, ref. And the Kinect picked up that he said, fuck you, ref, and gave him a technical foul in the game. Like, the game basically said, hey, you swore. Bad language, foul language, and gave him a foul. I'll give you a link to that video in the description. Someone linked me that on Twitter, and I thought it was fucking, I don't know, it's a pretty awesome video. And the dude got really mad, and we all love ragers. Now, the controller. The controller is very comfortable, but I will say this. There's no way that I would ever like the controller because if you play Call of Duty with a SCUF controller, okay, with a SCUF gaming controller, which is what I play Call of Duty with, trying to play Call of Duty even with, you know, the Xbox One controller is probably pretty nice, but it's not a SCUF, if that kind of makes sense. So I got spoiled by the SCUF, and anybody that actually uses a SCUF, if you use it and then try to go back to a regular controller, you just can't do it. So it was very, very awkward. Also, the triggers. The triggers are very, very, very sensitive. So my fingers naturally rest on the triggers. So like my left pointer finger rests on that. Oh, I was having a problem. It fucked up a streak I was on. So I was running, and then all of a sudden I'm aiming down sights and I'm not running anymore. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's just because I put like a little bit of pressure because my fingers would just rest on the triggers. So it's just something easy for you to adjust to. The Call of Duty Ghost is it's a little bit better experience, but at the same time, I don't think it warrants going, you know, all out in order to get that. And also, there's just not enough games. There's not enough games for a gamer or for anybody, I think, to warrant actually getting one this early. I don't know. See, to me, gaming is something where you use a headset and you have a gaming monitor and you got like a wired connection. And the Xbox One to me seems more like something that you put on the big screen and you chill on the couch and you have the Kinect going and you like play like NBA with friends or whatever. So that's just kind of my initial review of it. I don't own one. I'm going to give it back to Keem. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt grease, and porn star today will be Dadita Dunes. Bam. Mouse click.
What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is a sponsored video. Basically, what's kind of going on is there's this awesome cooking channel. It's called Cook Your Ass Off. It's over on Upwave on the HLN network, and I'm just going to show you some footage. Just go.
This is Cook Your Ass Off.
Celebrity chef Richard Blais hosts a cooking competition where incredible cooking and healthy food fight to coexist.
Everything I learned in culinary school has just gone out the window.
Dishing out the drama.
Man down!
The delicious.
Wow.
And the nutritious.
You nailed it with the use of nutrients.
From the producers of Chopped.
Get ready to cook your ass off.
Series premiere Sunday, December 1st at 7 p.m. on Upwave on HLN.
So, 3 chefs, they compete, try to win $50,000. They take unhealthy food and try to make it healthy, and it's just overall good times over there. So, here, there, right there. Right there. Click it. See it. Click it, subscribe, love it. Bam. Click over there, go ahead and subscribe. Blade loves you. On to my video. Only. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and everyone is a gambler, whether you like it or not. And there's all kinds of different forms of gambling, and a lot of times the outcome is already made before the gamble even happens, if that kind of makes sense. I.e., let's compare it to Call of Duty. Before this game, we knew we were going to win. We knew that these players we were playing against weren't the greatest. I had, I believe, Onslaught in here. I'm super fast boy now. And I had some other people. So even though we had to play the game out, we already kind of knew the outcome. And a lot of gambling is the outcome's already, like, thought out, right? The outcome's already there. And at that point, what you're doing is you're making educated guesses with the possibility of losses when you do gambling. I'm not here to try to, like, and a lot of gamblers think they're making educated guesses, but they're really not. It's kind of like the idea of, like, me, when I go to the casino, I like to play blackjack. Now, blackjack, the most you can win is 1.5 times your bet if you just get dealt blackjack off the hand. After that, you just get bet 1 for 1, or you lose 1 for 1. You don't lose big, you don't win big, but over time, by making educated guesses, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now let's talk about gambling and sports, okay? A person asked me, they're like, so what's your favorite basketball team? And I said, I don't have one. My favorite basketball team got taken from me. I'm a Sonics fan for life. Now, does that mean that I still don't watch basketball? No, I still enjoy basketball, still keep up with it, but I don't have, like, a team that I root for, right? And one thing that actually makes sports more interesting is a couple different forms of gambling. You have either just straight up gambling on whether a team's going to win or lose based on the spread, whatever, or you have fantasy football. Now, and fantasy basketball and all kinds of different stuff. So what you're doing is you're gambling based on, you're like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I think such and such a player is going to get so many yards, or such and such a player is going to score so many points or whatever, and you bet money in order to possibly win that. It's a form of gambling. It actually makes, like, a whole football day, Sunday, if you have, like, a vested interest, like, if you're not from Florida and the Buccaneers are playing Detroit or whatever, and you're not from Detroit, you're not from there, you have no favorite player in either one, you don't really care. So why would you watch that game unless you have an absolute love for the sport? But if you start betting the spreads, if you start betting on this and that or whatever, you have a vested interest. You want this player to go get this many yards or whatever. And a lot of times it makes it very interesting because sometimes a team will be beating another team, but you want that team to cover the spread. Super fast one. And so you're like, come on, dude, go. Get more points. Get some more yards or something. And they don't need to because they're just trying to win. Betting, gambling, it always makes things more interesting. And one thing I've always said about super fast one, I always said about esports. Let's talk about esports. I'm only familiar with the Call of Duty esports. I know there's, like, League of Legends. There's probably Pokemon esport. I don't know. But, like, as far as I know, the main esport that I know because of what I'm comfortable with is Call of Duty. And a couple issues of why it's not taking off like I think it should, and this is just mere opinion, is that A, the teams aren't geographical. It's not like you have the Buffalo Bombers and the Seattle Slashers and stuff like that. So there's like a geographical thing that you can't be proud of your team because they're from your state or your city or whatever, right?
And also another thing is, if they introduced some sort of fantasy esports situation, that'd be epic. If they were to keep track of how many confirm, I don't know if they play kill confirm, but how many confirms they get. If they were to keep track of a kill death ratio, how many flags captured, stuff like that. Not just if you won or lost the match. I'm talking about keep track of everything. Assists, kills, deaths, flag captures, all that stuff, right? And you and your buddies got together and you had a fantasy draft. You go, okay, for the first pick, I'm going to have to pick my boy, Nade Shot. Bam. Okay? And then as I'm watching this esport events, let's say they're at Columbus or MLG Dallas or whatever, I'm watching this esport event and I'm like, okay, if he X's out enough bombs and search and destroy or whatever, just basically like if he performs at a certain level, then I get enough fantasy points to win or whatever. And it would make esports a lot more interesting. I think it would make esports a lot more interesting because gambling makes everything more interesting, okay? Me personally, I can't play a card game unless there's something on the line, some push-ups, anything. Because it's just like, have you ever gone on one of these free sites to play poker? Like, it's absolutely free, no money involved. People just go on all in every hand, and that's not poker, right? And so I think that if we were to have some sort of fantasy sport league, I don't know why it jumped up like that, it would make the Call of Duty competitive scene really interesting. And it would bring in new people, and there'd be some passion there. There's like a reason why I want Nade to go for more caps or whatever, okay, or Parasite or whatever. Any of these guys, those are the only people I know because I'm not really into esports. But I think if there was some kind of gambling, betting, just the same way they do fantasy football, if they did that for Call of Duty esports and actually kept track of all the stats, and then at the end of an event you could see what they did. Like you pick 4 players. But they don't have to be from each team. Like, you can pick your 4 fantasy players in a draft form or whatever of, like, the top 8 teams. And however you perform, whoever gets the most points or whatever, i.e., like, whoever has the most kills. Like, you add up all the kills from all 4 of the players that you select, even if they're not on the same team, the same way that you do it with fantasy football. I think that would be epic. I'm ONLYUSemeBLADE getting that Maniac near the end. I love you. And we are going to go with, let me think here, Alexis, Texas. That's the point star of the day. Peace, butt grease, and mouse click. Only use me blade. And this is a late arrival search and destroy. Blade, you got to be more punctual, bro. You had a meeting with these noobs. You're supposed to stab them, and you came late, bro. Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay, we need you to be punctual to these noob slashings. I don't know if I've used this gameplay yet. So I looked through all my Ghost videos that I've uploaded to my channel, and I couldn't find this game, but I have this really weird, suspicious feeling that tells me, Blade, you've already used this gameplay. So if I have, I apologize. I don't think I have because I've checked twice, kind of like Santa Claus checking his list. But screw that. Point of the commentary is not the gameplay. I stab people when I make them sit down. The point of this commentary is I want to ask you guys, what do you recommend? And it's a question that applies to a lot of different things. The reason being is, like, let's take TV shows. Most TV shows that I watch are based off recommendations of other people. People go, man, I love this show. They talk about it. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen the show yet. Oh, you should see it. And I always ask them, well, what is the episode that you recommend? And a lot of people go, hey, just start from the beginning. And I'm like, no, you don't start at the beginning. You give me an episode that's good that I could watch to see if I want to invest my time into it. If you recommend a YouTuber, like, let's say, first off, I think it would be great if you guys recommended me. If you guys are people that watch Call of Duty, I know that you get so used to me just being there for you, but it'd be really swell if you recommended me to a real life friend, to a person that watches. What video of mine would you show to recommend me to someone? Good example, I've been watching Entourage. I've watched Entourage twice, and this is actually the third time around. Each night before I lay down, I have my iPad, HBO Go, and I watch a couple episodes. And I was watching it, and I was thinking, like, season 6 is kind of a filler season, which I hate. I hate fillers. I hate things like, okay, you don't really need this, but they're doing it just to develop a season. And I was thinking, like, season 6, kind of a filler. Season 7, my favorite season of Entourage. But the final episode of season 6 of Entourage is amazeballs. It is insanely good. And super fast mode, and that is the episode that I recommend to people. If they've never seen the show Entourage, watch that episode, and if you like it, then just start from the beginning, and you'll enjoy the series. If you don't like it, you're a terrorist, and I'm just kidding. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. What are some other, like, you wouldn't recommend, like, let's say you're recommending a good porno star. Like, let's say people are like, hey, who's a good porno star? So you're like, name a name, right? And at the end of every video I've been doing lately, I've been telling you a porno star that you should look up, right? So, like, let's say you mention Charlotte Styles, right? You wouldn't necessarily go, hey, if you want to watch Charlotte Styles, here's her first porno she's been in. Most first pornos are really weird and really awkward. And first off, it's really odd that you would think, I need to see so much Charlotte Styles in my life that I need to see her very, very first one. You know what I mean? You wouldn't say, who's your favorite director, what's his first movie. You wouldn't say, who's your favorite actor, what's his first, like, leading role. You would recommend one of their better roles and then allow people to watch it after that. Super fast mode. Good example, the show Awake. Awake. I love the show Awake. But I think it's episode 4 or 5. I can't quite remember. That is like an episode that's like, holy shit, this is a great show. The first 2 episodes are good, but they're not great. And they wouldn't be conclusive. It wouldn't be anything that you'd want to like show the show off of. So my question to you is, what do you recommend? And what's your stance on it? Do you think that if it's a good show that you should watch, you should just start from the beginning? Or to get into it, do you think that you should watch a great episode to see if you like it before you invest your time? I want to thank you for investing your time listening to me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you recommend shows, YouTubers, and boobies? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. And this is a free for all on the Call of Duty Ghosts. It's a little bit of an old gameplay, and I'm calling an audible here. Originally, super fast, originally what I was going to do is I thought that this was a well-played game of Call of Duty Ghosts, knifing only, on the free-for-all. And it's a textbook thing that here's what I want to do. I wanted to take it by, and I wanted to break it down about every single kill and every death that I got in this game, how I got it. It wasn't just like, all I do was run in there, so I got him. It literally, the sound whoring, the positioning, the streaks, knowing the spawns, and outplaying your opponents and playing them on your terms, i.e. the battle's already run before it happened, blah, 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 blah. I'm bored. I lost my boner right there. Just even talking about tips and tricks in a Call of Duty game. You know what inspires me? Boobs. I gauge... Now, beauty is an interesting thing. Beauty is obviously in the eye of the beholder. Some people like fat chicks. Some people like girls with, them teeth that look like can opener saw things. Like, some people like dainty feet. Like, if you had fucked up feet, there's no way someone would ever fuck with you, or whatever. Some people like humongous asses. Some people like tiny dwarf heads. Just people like weird things. I'm a simple man. I like them titties. I really do love titties. And it's actually to the point where it's not even those would be nice, but I could live without them. It's a requirement. I've often said this before. I was like, what if my soulmate had A cups? Now, that would never work because I would not be sexually attracted to her. Let's say, and I know a lot of people are just going to take that soundbite and be like, oh, Blade, you're a fucking asshole. It's just like, no, you don't understand. okay, let's go from a girl's perspective. Let's say a girl was only into tall dudes. There's some girls that are only into certain races. Does that make them a racist because they wouldn't consider? No, it's what they like. When it comes to sexual attraction level, there's no helping it, no matter what. And it's one of the last things where we're allowed to have feelings that isn't necessarily like everyone's amazing, you know? Like, some girls only like tall dudes. Some girls only like dudes that are like have hella muscles or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's a requirement for them to be sexually aroused, to have that sex part of their life, that little switch turned on. For me, my requirement is extreme curves and some big ass titties. Like, I don't take too kindly to A-cuppers, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "You're an asshole for that," but that's just me. Like, I appreciate, I'm a big boob connoisseur. I think boobs are a work of art. I don't like fake tits. I think that it's the under the boob, the nipple, the way that they point, all that stuff. I'm a connoisseur. And there is a word that describes exactly what I don't want to call it an affliction, because it's not a disease. It's not something I want to cure. It's something I embrace on a day-to-day basis. I live this life. And that is KOLPOSINQUANONIA. I can't even spell it. And the beautiful part about this word, I know this word applies. But basically, this is the definition. That word, alphabet soup throw up on the wall, made this word thing, means estimating a woman's beauty based on her chest size. Two things about this. A, every single internet site, when I looked this word, all of them had the exact same definition, and it was about one sentence long. There's nothing more you need to say about it. It's basically saying, you judge, if you do like a number system or whatever, you judge a woman based off her chest size. And absolutely I do. Abso-fucking-lutely. Because I love big ass titties, and it's something I'm sexually attracted to, and A-cuppers just don't do it for me. I do love, and for all those people that are ass people, I'm an ass man too. I do appreciate a nice pooper, but I'm more of a tit dude. And could I ever be with a girl that had zero ass? No, obviously it needs to have some ass. But like, as I'm building my character, I'm giving most of my RP points to boobs, and then leaving a couple left over to the dumper. So another thing I noticed about this is that the word basically sounds as if you are retarded. And that's what boobs do to me. That's my kryptonite. I've honestly been like, I hate this woman. I want, like, if it was socially acceptable to hit her, I would never do that, because A, I've never messed with a girl that's bigger than me. And so, you know, hitting women is never okay. But sometimes they'll push you to see what your boundaries are, and I don't have a boundary there. But, I don't know where the fuck that went. Basically, it was a situation where a woman was just pushing my buttons, knowing that I would never hit her. And she pulled out a boob and started licking her nipple, and I was just zen, calm, cooled about it. So it's not a condition that I want to cure. It's something that I love. And what do you dig? What are some things that are like, people may call conceited or whatever, but like, what are some things that are like absolute requirements for you on a sexual level? Rachel Alna. I don't know. The thumbnail is my future wife. That is Miss Izzy Dominica Poison. Baby, I love you. Stay you. Mouse click. Oh, peace and buckeries. Mouse click.